27 teams, 21 cities, over 200 games, one T20 national champion. A new era of American cricket starts now. The inaugural Toyota Minor League Cricket Championship presented by Sling takes place nationwide this summer. Watch live on Willow.tv. Toyota Minor League Cricket, brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. Presented by Sling TV, home of Desi Entertainment and Cricket.
We wish all our viewers a very happy afternoon here. Today is the second of the doubleheader. The Seattle Thunderbolts are taking on the San Diego Surf Riders. Game 2 of the doubleheader. Uh, Action has started. Thunderbolts lost the toss. Were put into bat. Over number 2. Andreas Gauss and Jagrup are playing. A wide down the leg side. Once again, welcome to all our viewers in the Pacific Northwest and everywhere on YouTube. This is game number 2 of the weekend doubleheader. In the Toyota. Run scoring is going to be a little bit on the tougher side. Look, yesterday Thunderbolts scored 120, and that seemed around 10 to 15 runs too short. It might be something similar. A target of 130, 140 might be
No, I mean,
competitive. What do you think?
absolutely. I mean, this pitch. I mean, I personally played on this pitch. This pitch is definitely close to 140, 150 score. And if in order for Seattle Thunders to be competitive, they have to build that score slowly but surely and bring some pace to the game with runs and definitely give a challenging score for San Diego's to chase. Definitely, I agree.
They're big and well. Both teams would be happy with the start so far. The Thunderbolts lost 1 wicket too many yesterday during the power play. They'll likely remember that and want to factor that in today. A steady start from Jagrup and Andreas today. Early days in this contest. San Diego impressed yesterday with their lines and lengths, Alok. They read the ground conditions really quick. As you can see here, the square boundaries are pretty long. The straight boundaries are a little bit short. They cut out any flight, the spinners especially. They realized early on that the straight hits to long on and long off were the run scoring boundary hits, at least the Thunderbolts are banking on.
Nice.
They adjusted their lines a little bit wider.
I can see that the grass is a little thicker. It's the ball's not gonna. Oh, beautiful shot! It's in the air.
That was a wonderful hit. A phenomenal hit to square leg there.
It's a beautiful six. Ball came right and off in middle, and the batsman took very well care of the ball and shot it away over the mid-wicket boundary for six. What a shot!
Yeah, you knew that. The moment that left the bat, it was timed so well. Minimum fuss, got onto the front foot and tonked it to mid-wicket. Wonderful T20 shot. And right after that, a quick single to glide to third man. And that's again very good to see. Yesterday, I felt that the Thunderbolts got a little bit carried away, following up a big hit with trying to do one more, and in doing so, gave 1 wicket away too many.
That was a ball came right at the middle, turned a little bit on the leg, and batsman just flicked it towards the square leg between the gap for a single. Nice finish of over for Seattle Thunderbolts. A little bit humid, and fast bowler may get a little bit advantage of that and may get a little bit swing. But we've seen in the first couple of overs, ball was swinging to the right, coming in for the batsman, for left-hander batsman. Actually, in fact, there was one really good ball. One really good ball that came in almost. It was a caught behind a peel, but the wicketkeeper could not get the ball correctly and went for a single. The ball comes on the strike. And here goes the first ball, the fresh over. A beautiful shot one more time. And, oh, great fielding, great fielding. It went over square leg. And batsman, it was a great fielding. Put a hand on it and stopped the boundary. And Seattle Thunderbolt batsman took 2 runs. It was a great shot. Beautiful looking shot.
Yeah, definitely saved 2 on the square leg boundary. Straying down the leg side. The batsman quick to pounce on that. And we thought it was headed for a boundary for sure. But outstretched hand, stopping that, keeping that down to a couple. Once again, on down the leg side. No problems flicking to square leg for a quick single. It's a good start for the Thunderbolts. Over number 3, they have a steady run rate of around 9 to 10 runs an over.
Absolutely. Both batsmen are looking very confident, actually, at playing right in from the middle of the bat and not just one direction, but playing across the field. We've seen a great 6 and a great 2-run shot that we just did in the last over.
And a good rotation of strike as well. Taking advantage of the right-left combination.
Absolutely. 17 for no loss. Nothing can be better on this field. But here comes the bowler again to the left-handed batsman. Oh, it was a misfield, and I'm sure it's going to go for 2 runs. Batsman called for the second, and they successfully completed. Good punch toward the mid-wicket.
That's right. It's a packed offside field. The bowler straying down a little bit to middle on leg. The batsman taking full toll of that. Nice wrist on it. Just tapped away to vacant spaces and scampering for a quick 2.
He's right? All right. Oh, it was a short pitch ball, and Jagrup was all ready to hit it again one more time. Just missed it. I felt the ball actually came a little bit late, and Jagrup was already ready, and his bat went really, really quick before even the ball came, and he missed it totally.
That's right. His eyes lit up there on seeing the pitch. He read it and perhaps played it a touch too early.
Oh yeah, he was ready. Looks like it was a piece of cake for him, but too quick of a swing of a bat. All right, baller comes in. It's a wide ball. It was way wide down the outside.
So look, what does it take for the Thunderbolts to win a toss finally? They've lost the 5th toss in a row. They've been put into bat 5th time in a row. Do you know of any world-class toss coaches around the world?
I wish. I believe, in my early days when I used to captain, I had the same issues too. And I believe what I did, I had to go to a pundit and ask him to change the stars in my favor. But yeah, no, it was a good ball. It was a good length ball, a little bit short of length. Jagrup tried to go over the mid-wicket again, but didn't connect the ball.
That's right, a little bit starting on the footwork. The shot was on. I didn't see a transfer of weight to the back foot. But nevertheless, good contest so far. It's great to see the Thunderbolts not have any scars from the past losses. They've started every game positively, and this game is good too.
Yeah, no, and in fact, from first over I saw Zubair was actually, there was a few swings come in, but in this over I'm not swinging any cuts or swings at all. And there you go, the ball shot of the length outside the off stump, and Jagrup went for it on the rise. Great shot over the
lovely four. They've gone on a 4 or a 6 every over in the power play so far.
Oh yeah, I mean, so far they're right on track to achieve a competitive score, and I'm liking how Jagrup and Andrea Goss actually is striking the ball fine with the middle of the bat. So they're not seeing any difficulties from bowler so far, and cruising along. Score has come down to 27 at the end of 3rd over.
That's right, maintaining a run rate of around 9 runs per over. They'll be happy with this. It's a good partnership. Yesterday, there was just one good partnership in the middle. I'm sure the Thunderbolts want to change that in a hurry. And they've done that today. Good, solid opening partnership.
Good, solid. Yeah, absolutely. In T20, that's what you look for. Siddhartha again coming to bowl to Andres Goss. And just gone over cover boundary. And that looks like...
We'll wait for the umpire's decision there. That's a 4. A wonderful lofted cover drive. clearing the infield with ease. Went on the back foot so quick, read the length wonderfully,
Oh yeah,
and then pick up shot. That was well played.
yeah. The ball actually, I felt it was a little bit short of the length, and he seems to be ready to go over the cover boundary. It seems like there's no fielder behind, so good choice. Again, one more time. He
more.
went for another 4 or 6. We'll wait for the umpire.
That's a six. That's a six. What a shot! What a shot!
Shot.
And this was played even better. Look, held the stance, lofted it over cover drive, and you don't see sixes over cover too often. That tells you about the class of the batsman there.
Not from the back foot. I mean, amazing shot. He went on the back foot, read the ball again, same length, and literally hit between the point and the cover. Great shot, Andres.
That tells you also how good the pitch is when a batsman can trust a stroke play like that. A wonderful shot. That was a treat to the eyes. Easily a shot of the day so far.
All right, Siddharth again, and this time Andres didn't go for long and took a very nice cheeky singles towards the square leg. And so far we've seen 11 run in this over and 3 balls. Siddharth again back to his run up.
They want to
little,
get their
little
field
bit of
positions right.
yeah, a little bit of strategy session and field setting by captain and Brentley. So 3 balls to go in this over. Seems like there's some new strategies and see how Brentley gonna bowl the rest of the 3 balls of this over.
That was
Ball
pushed in
first.
fast. That was pushed in quicker in the air. Jagrup had no trouble though playing it to covers for a quick single. 49 in the 5th over. One shot of a 50. This has been a terrific start from the Thunderbolts.
Oh yeah.
Exactly what they need to do. They have clearly learned from the game yesterday. It's heartening to see the positive stroke play from both ends. Yesterday it was just Andreas. Today Jagrup has joined the party, and wow, how well has this kid done?
Good partnership so far, and that's
And that's the Thunderbolts 50. That's the Thunderbolts 50. Over number 5. Excellent partnership. Excellent partnership. This is a platform for them to really go for a big score today, Alok. It's
Yep.
looking good. The sun is out.
so far both batsmen
Right
looking
there.
very confident. Absolutely, and Sun has come out a little bit. And, this over actually Brownlee picked up a good length in line, and he's not allowing the batsmen to open their hands like they did in previous overs.
Right.
Good length ball right in the middle of leg, and batsmen they have no room to open their hands and go in the air again one more time to take advantage of the first 6 overs of the T20, and where only 2 fielders are outside.
That's right. That's right, Alok. You know, speaking of just how hard it is on bowlers on T20, early on, good lines, good lengths, keeping it on the channel, 5th stump line, and if you bowl a good length, that used to suffice, but not so in T20. In T20, with the boundaries being pulled in, batsmen can go through with the shots. The pitches are typically played through. The outfields are fast. So a bowler needs to have variety. Pacers need to bowl. They need to be able to bowl the slow bouncers. They need to bowl the wide yorkers. They need to bowl the off cutter. And they need to do everything in the same over.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Right? It's
this-
incredible.
No, this pitch absolutely a batting paradise. And on this pitch, bowler definitely have to bring a lot of variety and brings a lot of challenges for the batsmen with and changing their mindset too. And that's the challenge for bowlers. And definitely at this pitch, it is a batsman game, and more you run, more competitive and challenging score you put for the chasing team. And fresh over.
Yeah, final over of the power play. Zubair back into the attack. Andreas goes for a wonderful shot.
Was a
But straight
cracker
to
of
the
a
field,
shot, but that's an overthrow.
Overthrows, single.
It was a great fielding effort by
Yeah, but
San Diego fielder, but he
nobody to
a
back
little bit
that throw
overthrow.
up. Yeah, that went to the fielder in a hurry. It was so sweetly timed.
Yep, 52. After 5 over 5.1 over 5 more goals to go before this power play ends.
And look at that. Look at the scorecard there, Alok. 22 of 15, 25 of 15.
Absolutely, and their scoring rates is pretty good. 166 for J Group, and Andreas is 143. That's not a bad of a start.
Oh, wonderful start. That strike rates are exactly what the Thunderbolts need. Bowling around the wicket.
wow,
Well
wow,
played.
wow, what a-
Right to third man.
what
To
a
get
nice-
all the way. Now the heavy outfield there preventing a quick single. This is going to be close. Oh my God! What is that? Is that disaster? Did they make it? The squad leg umpire taking their time and says no. Wow, that was close. That was close.
Very close.
The second run, the outfield. This is the problem. The outfield, Alok. Heavy grass out there. Any other ground that's probably racing away to a 4.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this heavy grass. Not only this heavy grass, but in the morning it's a little bit dew on the ground too. So
That's
it,
true.
It makes ball cannot run that fast as batsman would think, and definitely was a good fielding effort by San Diego fielder and a
And
good throw.
The throw came in quick.
But batsmen did their job. They ran pretty quick and complete their second run before they could get run out. So
That's right. That was a close call. Likely,
yeah, absolutely.
We as commentators, we're standing in the long off, long on area. And from out here, we couldn't quite judge how close that was. But from the fielders' reactions and how the batsman had to scamper at the last moment, that was a close call.
Absolutely. Next ball of this over, and this crack of a shot.
What a wonderful shot off the back foot.
And seems like they'll get 2 runs. I'm loving the sound of these strokes that coming out of J Group and Andreas bat. Ball going a little bit outside the off stump, not very short, but what a cracker of a shot that was. I mean, amazing.
Yeah, that was the best hit to you could see all day today. That was wonderful. The sound of the bat, it was muddled.
Absolutely. Bet you
And,
anything if this ground would be somewhere in a little bit of rough, not that green of a grass, it would have Tracer like a bullet outside the boundary for four, right? That's how Ravi said.
That's right. That's right. Um, Tracer Bullet. He has that patented, doesn't he? But that was the kind of shot this was.
It was beautiful. Fourth ball of this over again. Wow, wide outside the off stump. Wide outside the off stump.
Zubair got away with one there. If the batsman had left it alone, could have been reckoned as a wide.
Oh, it was pretty close actually. It was pretty close, but he played a good shot, but straight directly into the hands of the fielder.
Yeah, it's a kind of wide, full and delivery that you just have to get it precise, and then you can glide it to third man for a four. But on this outfield,
That's a typical T20 bowling,
yeah, that's
and
correct.
that's what bowlers try to do when pitch is not really helping them. Again, outside the
No,
off
no,
stump.
This was lofted. This goes all the way.
Group tried to go for over the cover and extra cover. Ball took the edge of his bat over the third man boundary for a six.
Maximum. That's a Toyota maximum for a six there.
But T20, that kind of shot always works, and it is the beauty of T20.
You give the batsman Do as well, Andreas. Let me show you how.
That's this beautiful contest between the two of these Seattle Thunderbolt batsmen. Man, I just love to watch. I decided to come and watch this game, and
Alok, I blame
and
you.
I'm
Why were you not here yesterday?
I know. Well, I was playing a game, so
You have to get your
there
priorities
you
right,
go.
young man.
There you go. No, I well said. But this is a beautiful contest so far, and great batting. 4 sixes by Jagrup Rana and 3 by India's God.
83 for no loss at the end of 7. That's wonderful to the eyes for every Thunderbolt fan out there.
New bowler.
Is that the experienced Corey? Is that Corey out there in the attack? I think so. Marty Kane, the captain, bringing himself on.
Yeah, not a bad ball at all. It's like a little bit outside off stump, a little bit between the fuller and a good length. Great line and great length. And
Marty's an experienced pro. Bowled well yesterday, but Alok, his batting yesterday was really good. He was the heart and soul of their the chase yesterday. Very quick on the bat foot. He impressed me with how quickly he adapted to the conditions. It's a new ball game today. Let's see whether he's able to stop the rampaging Thunderbolts. Ball number 2.
not a bad ball again. Again, this time it was going outside the off stump, a little bit between the good length and full to the point, straight to the batsman's hands, and no run again. So 2 balls, no run. So far this over, the 8th over of this inning, looking much better over than any other over so far. And I spoke too early. I spoke too early, and it was a great shot over the score leg for a 6. Fuller ball.
I was wondering what Jaggroup's response was going to be for this first 2 dot balls. This one was not again a bad ball. Maybe a little bit of more air.
Yeah, it was the line was pretty straight in the middle, and Jagrup definitely read it well enough and
read it quick.
Absolutely.
That slog sweep that's just become a staple of T20. The
What a
key
cracker
is for
shot.
Jagrup to execute it, and he did that to perfection.
No. So far, these boys are playing on the merit of the ball, and the ball is good. They're not taking too much risk, playing really well. And this,
Ooh, that was a good one. That was
Missed it,
pushed
missed
through
it.
quick. It beat batsman and keeper alike. Thudded into the keeper's thigh pads for a
Yeah.
single.
it was a little
Yeah.
bit of short of length ball outside the off stump. Jagrup wanted to go for extra cover again.
He's practicing
totally
that back
missed
foot
it.
punch that he wanted to play.
I know. So we got a bye here. So far, 7 runs in this over and 4 balls. Martin Kane again for 5th ball in his hand. And beautiful ball. It's
Good
good ball.
Slap to long on for a single.
Not much of a line. Not
Bit
not
of a
much of a
slippery
room.
outfield. Marty goes there.
Not much of a room he gave to India's, and it ended up only for a single.
Despite
8
that-
runs over so far.
Despite that 6, I have to say it's been a pretty good over by Marty. He's kept the lines tight. He's pushed the ball through.
Yeah, last
pretty
ball
quick.
over. He doesn't want to bowl full. I'm telling you. Oh, great ball again.
Oh, that
Little bit
was
short.
That was slapped to the sweeper cover, where they do have a boundary rider. A little bit of slip. Oh, wow, a
Oh.
lot of players slipping in the outfield there. It's been a wet outfield. A quick double.
That throw was actually pretty good. I think if Martin would not have interfered between and he would let it go directly to keeper, could have been a chance for run out. But again, we're so far from the reality happening out there. Can't see much, so I could be absolutely wrong. But at the end of the 8th over,
94 for no loss.
94 for no loss. Not a bad over again.
And it is time for us to celebrate a wonderful 50 by Jagrup Rhino.
Wow, what a
50
great
of
50.
26 balls. And so far, Thunderbolts have depended heavily on Andreas, on Shadley. But Jagu's 50, this has got to be so pleasing and heartwarming to all the Thunderbolt fans out there, getting a thunderous applause from the home crowd.
Oh, definitely. Jagrup's betting definitely help him earn a new name, Jagudada, for this game. Would you agree?
I completely agree.
He's definitely
strong-
playing like a Don in this game and playing some great shot.
Strike rate of 192, 5 thundering sixes, a wonderful 4. This man has shown that he can do it all. Jagrup Raina, where have you been, my friend? And complimenting him on the other end has been Andreas. Andreas has scored quickly too, 39 of 22.
That was a great ball by Abhay.
Abhinay ready into the attack.
Abhinay ready. Great ball. Shot of length. Straight at the body of the batsman, and not much room to provide for batsmen to open their hands again. Good start. Good start of the fresh new era, Binay.
It's important for the Thunderbolts to keep this going. You have two well-set batsmen.
Oh, again a good ball. Again a good ball. Same line, same length again. Not allowing batsmen to open their hands, and he's trying to and just thinking what his next step gonna be for the same ball. I'm thinking he might go reach a little bit forward and hit that ball for
Right where we are here.
mid-wicket reason, yeah, or straight.
Hello,
So let's see.
I suspect we need to take cover soon.
Oh boy, I read it well, and
And that was a thundering six right to the dugout. Uh, Alok called. To the Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts have combated that line and length well too. No needless rash shots. They have the runs that they need on the board.
I agree. And Andreas is slowly but surely reaching to his 50th ball. Both batsmen played 26 ball, and Jagrup Rana has scored his 50 in 26, and Andreas is almost there, 4 runs short of his 50. We wish-
101 for no loss at the end of 9 overs.
And now I'm start feeling a little hot as sun is rising up. A little bit cloudy, but definitely getting much more. Oh,
That was shot straying down the leg side and pulled away nonchalantly
that was
by
a
Jagrup.
bad ball. That was a bad ball. Short pitch. Asking Jagrup to come hit me, and that was a great shot again, man. Jagrup having some really middle of the bat strokes, and he's confident on a sky high and absolutely playing beautifully and putting a lot of pressure on San Diego Riders, and they're not able to think what kind of ball they should bowl on this pitch that could give some challenge to these two batsmen. So we'll see.
I mean, the drinks break is, I'm sure, a much needed break for San Diego. They really need that. Jagarup is seeing the ball so well. His footwork, his shot selection has been very precise. He's been aggressive. He's been the aggressor. He's put pressure on every bowler today, Alok.
Oh, absolutely, I agree. And again, wanted to say these two batsmen are putting tons of pressure on these bowlers, and I'm not sure what Timmel's strategy in this over would be. Looks like field is all spread. We have one mid on, mid off, deep extra cover and a deep point, and seems like his Tamil's going to be attacking more on the outside of the middle and leg and see if he could earn some wicket. Oh, that's a straight shot.
Straight.
I'll be back collecting
Lofted.
the ball.
That was lofted straight over the side screens for a thunderous six by Andreas. Oh my God, that went many a mile. Sweetly hit, using his feet, cleared the side screen by 20 feet, right behind the bowler's head. There is absolutely nothing you can do as a bowler there.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but as far as standard of how Tamil bowls, that is a bad ball. I mean, it's very short outside the off stump. That's a batter ball. That's a batter ball. A little bit fuller.
Quick single there. A quick single there. Again,
Great 50 by
the batters are putting so much pressure on the bowlers. If they err on line or length just a trifle bit, they're onto it to a jiffy.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, you just have to be perfect as a bowler. Today, with Andreas and Jagrup on song, this has been so pleasing to watch.
Absolutely, but I also wanted to bring it to viewers' attention. I mean, the bowling.
That's a close one. That's a close one. That's a close one. All right.
Out.
It's out. It's out.
It was a good ball, straight, fuller. Came in a little bit, and Jagrup went for a sweep. He totally missed it and went to his pads for LBW. Well, definitely San Diego Surf Riders got for the first break, but what an incredible inning by Jagrup, ran out the Jaggu Dada of this game, and he scored 6 sixes and 1 4 and 27 ball with a striking rate of 207. Absolutely phenomenal.
Well played, Jagrup. Well played. Uh,
Ball again, almost the same as was last ball. Given proper respect by the batsman, played straight back to bowler's hand. Seattle Thunderbolts almost at the end of 10th over, and we are at 114 for one loss. Timil again, and very good shot. Paid proper respect to Timil, and batsman played it towards the mid off, took a single. So Shadley opened his account with 1 run. Again, good ball by Timil. Actually, very good over. So far, not much of a room provided by Timil to Andreas, and it was no run. Great over. This over it was only 1 run, I believe, came in. Actually, 7 runs.
yeah, we had a little bit of a technical difficulty out there. Um, we just got feedback that the video stream was a little bit choppy. We've adjusted our equipment. Hopefully things are a bit smoother for all our viewers. Jagrup's wicket brings Shadley. Shadley, an experienced pro, one of three first-class players that the Seattle Thunderbolts boast. He's really one of the premier all-rounders in the minor league championship. Impressing with his batting, but so effective with his bowling as well. That's a close single. Tap to third man, but Andre is equal to the task. Scoring in for a very quick single. Andreas seems a bit winded with that quick single. It's actually a pretty warm day out here in the commentary box. Merely commentating, we felt the need for, we're on to our water ball number 2. So imagine that for a batsman who's been there for 10 overs. I'm pretty sure cramps taking its toll there for Andreas. And that's exactly what it is. I mean, a quick single, and Andreas goes down there and a little bit in a heap. He seems to be okay. Some water and some stretching, hopefully, should get him back. The Thunderbolts need him.
Is it good?
Yeah,
Definitely, Angie has had a lot of good runs, taken some doubles. So in this weather, it gets tricky here in Northwest, and definitely gets you in a crampy situation like this. So we'll see. We're waiting for Seattle Thunderbolts staff to bring some ointments or sprays in to see if it makes the matter better for Andrew. Yes.
And it's so wonderful, the camaraderie scene shown by both teams. You see all the San Diego Staff Riders helping there. And 27 teams competing in the minor league championship. Uh, San Diego and Seattle are part of the Pacific Conference. We play in the Western Division. Uh, it's a close-knit cricket community. The game is, for the past 25 years, has seen a lot of growth.
I would definitely like to congratulate and thanks all the stakeholders in today's cricket in USA Cricket and minor league and all the sponsors and everyone who actually brought the cricket level and throughout the United States at a really good level. I've been living in this area for the last 20 years in US and haven't seen this level of cricket before. This is definitely a something that is very exciting, not only for current generation, for our youth.
Yeah, absolutely, Alok. To see this standard of cricket in our backyards, it's wonderful. We've always had a exciting cricket scene. There's been lots of youth, but the organizational muscle that's been brought in by MLC, the standard of tournament play, teams traveling on a consistent basis, championships being held at all age groups, U11, U13, U15, seniors, minor league cricket. Hopefully, very soon, we're going to see Major League Cricket as well. These are exciting times for cricket. Exciting times for cricket in the United States.
Absolutely. I mean, I can see how youths are thinking and watching these games and they're excited about playing and participating in at such cricket level. So this is definitely very exciting. And again, thank you for all the stakeholders. We're having some technical difficulties in our video feed.
We are having a little bit of technical difficulties with our streaming equipment that we're trying to fix, so hang on, folks. That's a wonderful shot by Andreas. Massive 6 to O'Connor. Timmel erring in his length a little bit. And Andreas quick to go on the back foot and smash it to O'Connor for a thunderous 6. That's gone many a mile. That must have gone... That's a 6 in any ground out in the world. 85 meters likely. We are back streaming live. We had some technical difficulties with our streaming equipment. We hope we have passed that. And there's been some clean hitting in the middle of all of this. Shadley just cleared long off nonchalantly. Seattle Thunderbolts 132 for 1 over number 12. Abhinay Reddy continuing. Good line there. Good lines there. On the fifth stump. Shadi letting it go. After 12 overs, Thunderbolts are 132 for 1. Andreas 61 of 33 balls. Shadley a run a ball 10. Rebuilding mode. 18 runs in this partnership for 15 balls. We are in the classic middle over phase of a T20 inning. The projected score here 220. And the way the pitch is played, it seems like Thunderbolts will need all of them. 132 for 1 is easily already their highest score in the tournament so far. They're going to be pretty pleased with that. Brunley into the attack right now.
You said it right. This is a classic T20 middle over situation. Brilliantly in the attack, bowling to India's Gus and see how what's India's strategy is to clear the balls again over the boundary line or what. But it all depends how brilliantly he's going to bring those balls into him. First ball of this over. Little over pitch, and I felt he wanted to go for it, but then he kind of hold himself, thinking he may not clear it. So went for a single over the mid wicket. A little bit of a over pitch, but definitely India's played very conservatively and then go all for it again. Typical middle over situation. Shadley on the strike, second ball of this over.
There's a lot of intent in Andries' stroke play. It almost seems like he wants to play all those 20 overs. And that kind of commitment after cramps.
Oh, absolutely. And that's a little bit fuller length outside the off stump, apparently. Smart bowling. And Shadley went for pushed in towards the point line, got a single. And I think the mindset of the batsmen right now, since they definitely have a lot of batting still at their pavilion, and they just want to take a few overs. Oh, the ball was going outside the off stump, hit the pad, no runs. So, like I was saying, they're playing a little bit conservative, thinking don't want to lose their wicket right now and play one or two over up to like 13 or 14, and then the last 6 overs come back to and start hitting again. So even in that case, if they lose a wicket, they won't lose that many, and they will still keep good ball again.
Good bowling. We're Burnley wrapping the batsman on the pads. 2 dot balls in T20 has to count as a mini victory for the bowler, especially.
Dot ball is money.
Yeah, absolutely. Back-to-back dot balls. Early part of Shadow's innings still, looking to settle in.
Angels again.
Similar line. Andreas playing it, whipping it to mid-wicket, vacant mid-wicket for a quick single. Andreas and Shadley, of course, have spent a lot of time together. 2 South Africans whom we are lucky to have in the Seattle setup.
Definitely good looking pro tees, man. Good batting so far. And it was a nice cheeky single trying, but no, went straight directly.
Excellent over by Burnley so far. Excellent over. Anytime you can do 1 run, 2 runs in an over, that's golden.
Good over. Definitely a very good over from Surf Rider perspective. Having some technical difficulties again, so we're having our engineer looking at it right now, so give us pause for a moment.
Yeah, our technical equipment today, it is good high-tech stuff. It's usually pretty robust, but we've had to boot rig it on the fence today. We don't have our long 20-meter HDMI cables. We have them, but they don't seem to be working as well. So it's classic Indian jugaad today.
Well said, Irwin. Definitely. Oh, it was a good ball actually, and he played very nicely into the square leg. And I think the cramp situation with injury is definitely coming to picture. And he didn't go for a second run. So
this is the second time I've seen them not take a double, and almost directly a result of Andreas' cramps there. And that was such a good shot. It's really a shame that they had to settle for a single there. Any other ground, that would have been a 4 to square leg. Given his cramps, I almost wonder if Andreas is better off hitting out, Alok. He's a kind of batsman who can clear the outfield at ease. But I should credit San Diego for recognizing that and altering their lines a little bit.
Well, the bowlers are definitely, especially Abhina, and the last over we saw, it's definitely better line and length. There's a good bowl again. Shot of length, straight to the middle. Came in a little bit. Didn't allow Shadley to open his arms, and he just pushed it towards mid-on for a single.
The current partnership, 21 runs of 21 balls. And The Thunderbolts, I reckon, would want to push up the scoring rate a little bit. They have the platform for that. A quick
It was the outside of an off-stump ball, and I'm not sure Andrews what he wanted to do. He pulled this to mid-wicket. Again, I'm seeing he's limping a little bit when he's running, and I'm sure that his cramps are getting worse and not allowing him to think right and which ball to play, which direction. Again, Shadley pushed it towards the square leg. Fielder was way back and allowed them to have a single. So far, last couple of overs, the runs have slowed down, and I'm sure that must be the strategies of Seattle Thunderbolts batsmen and a bowling line and land by riders are not bad either. So, again, next ball of this over. Pushed it again between the cover and point for a single. Overthrow. Shadley wants to take a second, but again, Andrew is still having a little cramp issue. So I'm thinking this over and just going to go for big hits, because if he's not able to take singles and doubles, that might be the strategy. Both batsmen are in the middle talking and putting their next strategies into action and thinking what's the next step. At the end of 14 over, the score is 130, 140 actually.
Yeah, exactly 10 runs and over. They really have the platform set. We are now entering the final 6 overs of this contest. The last 3 overs, I'm sure the Surf Riders are quite pleased with how they've contained the scoring rate. It's a partnership of 26 runs and 27 balls at less than a run a ball. Oh, that's an edge going, but that was hard hit. Did that fly for a 4? Yes, it was a... And I'm pretty sure, pleased with the outcome of that. 4 runs, they needed that. Not much of, just a little bit of width on that.
Yeah, it was quite outside the off stump, short of length, and he just wanted to play on the rise towards the cover, but took the edge of his bat and gone over third man for 4.
Oh, that almost carried a look. It was...
And that is a great shot. We should move. Boy, it was directly coming right into my head. All right, I'm gonna go get the ball. It seems like. Well, one of our commentator did jump the fence. Arvind, you have the courage at this age, and you ran towards it. Wow, boy, that ball came directly straight into our heads. I had to literally duck down. What a great shot by Andreas, as I was expecting when last over both of these batsmen were discussing in the middle and putting the strategies together, and that's how they want to shape this inning now.
That was a phenomenal hit. That shot had Alok and me scurrying for cover. Beautifully played. Actually, it was done pretty well. Minimum movement. That was hit with no fuss, Alok. Very pleasing to watch. Just lofted over the side screens for a wonderful 6. He follows that up with a quick single to mid-wicket.
It did definitely scare me for my life, and coming straight, man. Boy, you should appreciate my reflexes. I still can duck the ball, and a great shot. What a speed! What a cracker of a hit that was, straight to the boundary line over the 6. Shadley tried to push it to the cover for a single, but no single ball would stop, and they decided not to run. 3 balls in this over, and so far 7 runs. Brinley, that was a good ball. Brinley, I mean, it's a challenge for Brinley, but if he try to keep a shot of length, he can go for 6. Fuller ball again. That's a good ball. That's a great ball again.
Push through quick. The Thunderbolts are going to be looking for a boundary every over from now on, all the way to the 20th. At the minimum, they need a boundary every over. Brinley doing the smart thing. A lot of shoulder into that. Pushing that through quick. No room for the batsman to open their shoulders. Smart playing there by Shadley, taking a quick single, retaining strike. That's the end of that over. Despite that wonderful 6, I want to say it was a good over by Brinley in the context of the game. Five overs left. The Thunderbolts are motored along at a run rate of 10 runs and over. 152 for 1. This partnership, 38 runs and 33 balls. Andreas Graus batting on 77 of 43 balls.
And we have a youngster bowler from Riders coming into attack. Good height for a fast bowler, almost a 6'2". Let's see how he delivers on Seattle pitches. First ball of his fresh over. Good luck to this young bowler.
Dinesh Tondale is the bowler.
Dinesh, oh, that was a good ball. Almost a little bit. It didn't give any room to the batsman Shadley, and Shadley trying to push it for a cover for a couple runs, but it didn't really come to his bat.
Took the outside edge, went to squarish third man for a single. That's right, and you're right, look. Interesting. The bowler's action, pretty simple. Tall bowler. Looks like he wants to hit the deck hard. Now to Andreas. Let's see what Andreas does to him. That was pushed through wide. Andreas, I'm sure, is a bit cross to himself for having not taken full toll of that wide delivery.
I'll tell you what, Irvin, I'm actually a little impressed with this bowler, and he's bowling right on dot, good line, good length, and not allowing Andreas, who's been a sad batsman, already playing at close to 80 runs, and not allowing him to hit at any ball. I spoke a little too early, I believe. Ball going for, and it is a 6. What? Oh, it's out. I'm sorry. From this vision I can see it. Shadley was struggling with his leg, and it was outside the off stump over the pitch. I thought it's gonna go over for 6, but what a catch!
It was hit well, but that was taken right on the boundary line. It's a wonderful inning from Andreas that comes to a close. You knew that was on the cards. He was tiring quick. We knew that he was going to go for the big hits. Sure enough, he did. Caught at the sweeper cover boundary for a very well played 77 of 44 balls. A wonderful knock from Andreas Gauss. 2 4, 7 sixes, strike rate of 175. He's carried this team on his shoulders the entire tournament. And what a responsible, wonderful, aggressive knock from the young man.
No, absolutely. You said it very well. Beautiful batting by Andreas Goss. Well delivered, nice sixes. It was a pleasure to watch him playing today. Well batted, boy.
Replacing him there, the captain Harmeet Singh into the middle. Harmeet, the third of the pros that the Thunderbolts boast. As our viewers likely know, Harmeet has played at the highest levels of the game, representing India under 19 at the World Cup. An accomplished player. He's got many achievements in his resume, but I think the one that he's most proudest about is the fact that he's now a dad for the past 1 month.
Oh, wow.
That's right. Speaking with Harmeet and his family, they're incredibly happy and proud to be young
parents. Yeah. No, congratulations to Harmeet. And now I still remember when he represented under 19 in 2012, and he was called an exhibition Singh Bedi of India. What a tremendous potential he carries as far as his skills. So we'll see how he delivers on the bowling side. But right now, let's watch and enjoy his batting. Dinesh again.
Excellent lines. Apart from the lines, what's impressed me about his bowling is the hard lengths he's hitting. Alok. Tall, strapping bowler is able to bowl that heavy ball on a good length. It's been tough for the batsman to really pick the length and play either the inside-out shot or to go on the back foot. He's making life difficult for the batsman.
No, definitely Dinesh is bringing a lot of challenge for the batsman. Good line and length. He already took 1 wicket in this over, and then this was pushed a little chip towards the mid-wicket for a single. But what a great over. Eddie has, that's what the teammates call him, in 2 runs only, and he took the precious wicket for A precious wicket of Andreas Goss, and great over, great over.
Absolutely. In the context of the game, that was a gem of an over. Being able to come in on the 16th over, the very first over of your spell, and then delivering a wicket and then 2 runs in the 16th over, that's incredible bowling. A wonderful comeback over by Surf Riders, courtesy Adnesh Tondale. It's going to be interesting to see how the Thunderbolts counter that over. They have 4 overs left to go, 24 balls. The projected score has come down to 193. They surely need a boundary every over, maybe a couple. They have the license to go all out.
Absolutely, these 4 overs going to be crucial for Seattle Thunderbolts. They are going to put some runs on the board. Let's see, first ball of this fresh over, chipped into the mid wicket for a single. Shadley asking for second.
You should see the running, the running between the wickets pick up as well. Andrews was clearly struggling in the later half of that inning. I think Harmeet and Shadley will want to get a go on right now. 23 balls left to go. 2 left-handed batsmen. That's the other thing that made life tough for San Diego. Meanwhile, a wonderful lofted shot, racing away to the point boundary, cut off in time by the boundary rider, keeping it down to a double. But the intentions are clear right now. Go for the maximum.
Good hustle by Ryder fielders. I mean, he definitely ran and stopped the 4, saved 2 runs for Riders.
Shadley on strike.
I can clearly see Thunderbolt batsmen are now ready to push. And the next ball of this over to Shadley. And Shadley was cracker of a shot, and good dive. Again saved a 4.
That was racing to the point boundary.
Was a great cracking shot. Ball was chasing like a bullet and straight, and then fielder did a pretty good job saving 2 runs.
To his left, saving a certain 4 there. You could see the bat speed from Shadley. That was not that wide, but he smacked it to the cover point boundary for a well-on 2. Let's see what's up here now. Couldn't get hold of it. Wanted to play it perhaps a long off. It goes streaks to mid-wicket for a quick single.
Yeah, good deceiving ball. It was a slower ball outside the off stump, good line of length. And Shadley was totally deceived, and he was trying to go for extra cover, but the ball was slow enough, and he had to just take a single and be satisfied with that. Next ball of this over. Let's see what Captain Bring is to. Oh, we try to go for it. Loft again, one more time again, go for a lofted shot, but could only manage to get single on a square leg, and this over so far is not that great for Thunderbolt, but
That's
definitely Riders are enjoying this.
Anytime you don't score a boundary of an over, I would count that as a win for the Surf Riders. It's an interesting field set, but classic in T20 era. You have 3 fielders on the leg side, all of them boundary riders.
All right, let's see. And this time he again went for it towards the mid wicket, but straight to the fielder. They will be only managed to get single. Good over that was for Riders. A score is now, I'm refreshing my scorecard, and the bandwidth on 162 after 17 overs. So I'm assuming in 3 overs, Seattle Thunderbolts should score close to 38 to 40 runs to bring their score up to 200. What do you say, Arvind?
I agree, Alok. 162, 38 runs in 3 is going to be tough, but they ought to aspire for that. Anything less than 200 on this pitch seems iffy for me. With 8 wickets in hand, they have the license to go for it. The straight boundaries is what they would like to target, because hitting square, we have seen that in the last 2-3 overs, how difficult it is to clear the boundary. The heavy outfield is going to make that very tough. Meanwhile, slap to mid-wicket, that was a powerful shot, but nevertheless just a single. And that's been the story for the past 2 overs.
Yeah, but for some reason I see when Jagrup and Andrews were batting, they were picking the balls and making an adjustment to their body, let it come, and timing was great, and the ball was going over the boundaries. Of these 2 batsmen, Shadley's doing great, but Harmeet so far is struggling to. Oh, that is a great shot! It's high up in the air and it's going all over the boundary for a great 6.
As
That
soon
is
as
what
Alok
we.
said, that just flew. That just flew. That went high in the air and would have been a six in any ground. You're right, Alok. The openers made it seem easy. I reckon the ball has lost a little bit of its hardiness. Towards the very end, the 15 to 20th overs, we have seen in T20, the ball is not as hard. There's a lot of dew and moisture out in the outfield. It starts getting soggy, a little bit softer, and you don't get the premium for the shots as you do in the first 10.
Oh, yeah, you're absolutely correct. The crispness of the ball is almost gone, and because it's an 18th over, and I
Shot was
see.
so huge. The ball has disappeared into the bushes.
Oh,
So
they have to bring another
replacement
ball.
ball. That's right.
Wow. Now, as you said, you're right. The crisp, the lacquer. Once the lacquer of the ball is gone, the shiny stuff on the white ball. That's what they call it, lacquer. When it's gone, the layer of the lacquer is gone. The crispiness goes away, and it gets a little bit harder for the batsman to push it outside the boundary. But that shot by Shadley, man, that was a cracker. I'm sorry, Hermit. That was. It's good to see both batsmen are in the rhythm now, and Harmeet played a good shot. But both are lefty. It's hard to recognize them in the helmet. But Arvind has to correct me every time who's playing. I'm sorry, viewers. Harmeet, that was a Harmeet, and it was a great shot. Great shot by the captain.
And it's going to be interesting to see what the replacement ball does. This one is likely not to have the dew, and we anticipated being favoring the Thunderbolts. That was a massive shot that Harmeet pulled. It was hit on the rise to cow corner. That must have been 85 meters, Alok.
Oh yeah, no, that's definitely more than that. Quite a yardage that ball took. Yeah. And well, Adnesh had a great last over, but again, as I said, the intention of Thunderbolts batsmen should be now go for it. Like in your terms, you said they got the license for go to go for it. And let's see, third ball of this over. What happens with Hermit does, and it's a great shot again. It's going for six over the mid-on boundary. Great shot.
That was huge. Long on.
Two straight
These.
sixes.
Absolutely. And clear it with these. That's the intent that we've been wanting to see in the last 2 overs. Harmeet putting on the jet skis. And that was another humongous hit over the side screen. Cleared the boundary with ease. 20 meters over the boundary. Back-to-back sixes. How do they combat this? Adnesh on the pressure back on the bowler.
Absolutely. Pressure is definitely on Adnesh. And his straight boundaries are a little bit smaller too, I see. But then again, bowler has to work hard on it. Again, another ball outside the off stump, a little bit fuller. Hermit wasn't able to connect it well enough like the rest, 2 balls before, but definitely a single towards the mid wicket.
A sigh of relief for the
Good,
bowler there.
good over so far. We
Absolutely.
got 12 runs.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry, 14 runs in this over, and the score has reached to 176 for the last 2 wickets. 2 more balls to go in this over.
The straight boundaries are the ones you need to target, Alok. They're the shorter ones. Again, that was the intent there.
Shadley wanted to
Couldn't
connect
get under
it.
the ball.
Yeah, no, but it was a good slow ball too. Nash didn't put too much speed in it, and definitely made it a little bit harder for batsmen to connect and go for the shot they like to go in these overs. So definitely good ball this one.
Well said, Alok. Change of pace is so crucial in T20, and not giving the pace, making the batsman generate all the pace. It's harder for the batsman to get under the ball.
Oh, definitely. I mean, you have to bowl with your heart and brain. I mean, that's Adnesh is definitely putting brain into works, and that was again a great ball. It was fuller, good speed, and I believe Hermit wasn't able to connect this one, and went to mid wicket.
End of
It
over
was
number
an over.
18. They're at 178. Nevertheless, a good over for Seattle Thunderbolts. Those back-to-back sixes.
Oh yeah,
Exactly
this
what
this is
Dr.
a
ordered.
great over. Yeah, absolutely. Checking my score, we got 16 runs in this last over. So
12 balls to go. 177.
let's
We
see.
had wanted them to get a target of 200, Alok, and I think that's certainly possible. 23 runs in the last 2.
So
Definitely
far,
gettable.
how these batsmen are actually connecting. Definitely, it seems like they should be able to take the score of Thunderbolts up, a little bit north of 200. That would be a good score, a competitive score, and will make definitely Ryder's life a little bit hard to chase. Well, let's
Going to
see
be
what
interesting
happens.
to see what the bowling is going to be. Captain Marty is right now conversing with the bowler. They're trying to figure out the right options for the last 2 overs, and we can understand that this could be the difference between 200 and 210, and those are important decisions to get right. The field placements, they have to get them right.
Oh yes, you absolutely. These 12 balls. It will be fun to watch how this goes. It's a good contest between the bowlers and the batsmen. Last
Harmeet on
2 over.
strike to Zubair Murad.
Let's see what Zubair does. Zubair bowling to Harmeet. Fuller ball, good ball. Yes.
Oh, that was
and the and the
confusion
shot.
in the middle out there. So it was a good straight drive,
That was-
thundering onto the stumps. Unlucky for the batsman.
It was a good ball. It was fuller length and almost York, and it was hard for Harmeet to give it any direction. But he was able to hit it straight. But unfortunately, went to the stumps directly, and Harmeet, in anticipation that it would pass the stumps, to start running, almost reached the half of the crease, and bowler picked up the ball and threw, but didn't hit the stumps. So Harmeet is safe out there. Good bowling, no run, good stuff.
No damage done though. Shadley making the right call, sending the batsman back. Good first ball. Let's see what's in store for ball number 2.
As I said, it would be a great contest between the bowler and batsman. And this one, Van and a Har. And it is a huge 6 over the mid wicket. Ball wasn't full enough this time. It was over pitch, down the leg, and Harmeet knew it's coming. He saw it. Good pick, and he hit it a good 6.
A valiant attempt by the fielder at long leg, but that hit had some legs. Well over the outstretched hands of the long on fielder. I believe that's Brinley, who's done a really good job on the outfield.
I know that ball was a bad ball, and it has 6 written all over it. Let's see how Zubair does on a third ball of this over.
Ooh,
Good
lucky
ball.
to get away with it. Lucky to get away with
It
it.
was
Straight
short,
down the leg
yep,
side.
short of length, going towards leg. Harmeet trying to connect it, and I'm thinking he's trying to probably go over fine leg region, but he wasn't able to connect it. Hit the thigh pad of his.
Yeah, I think he was onto the shot almost too early. Very eager to dispatch that away. I would say the bowler got away with one there. Nevertheless, we have the
Hey, rider's perspective, it was a good ball. Only 1 run.
8
And
runs of 3 balls. That brings Shadley on strike. Did they scamper for a single there? Yeah, they did. Harmeet now, 23 of 12 balls. He's
okay. It
really
was
picked it up.
a little bit overthrow on the last ball, so that allows batsman to change and took a single. And that was fuller ball outside the off stump, and didn't give much room for Shadley to open his arms again, and it was a bit slower too. So Shadley had no option other than to push it to the extra cover for a single. Harmeet back on a strike. 2 more balls to go in this over.
The bowler is now switched to bowling around the wicket. I wouldn't blame him for that. Oh,
Good ball. Good.
Harmeet trying to target the
good
same
take.
area over long on, but
Good.
not quite able to pull it off.
Good change of the pace again. Shot of length, right to the middle stump. Again, no room for Harmeet to open their arms. But I'm liking this bowling and batting contest for last few balls.
Very true, Alok. This has been a good contest.
Zubair again. This was a little bit outside the off stump, but the ball
Scampering for a circle. Are they
but-
going to make it? Yes, comfortably in time for a 2.
yeah, the ball speed was not great, and then that was best one was not able to give it a cracker of a shot, but they managed to push it towards the mid wicket, between the mid wicket and square leg region for 2.
End of over number 19. The score is 189 for 2.
So how many runs we got in the last over?
I believe we got around 12 runs there. I think, Alok, there was a 6 and a set of 1s and 2s. I think the surf riders wouldn't mind that. You have to almost anticipate a boundary being given here. They really don't want to minimize the damage. They want to contain the 15 and 20 run overs.
No, absolutely. 11 runs in this last over. So last
And-
over of this Thunderbolts innings, and we have 6 ball, and 11 runs shouldn't be hard to make in this over.
That's right. There's a little bit of a conference on who the bowler is going to be. I believe it's going to be Brinley Richards taking on the mantle of delivering that last over. Seattle Thunderbolts would target a minimum of 12 to 15 runs. They want to cross 200. That will be a good psychological statement to make. No matter what happens in this contest, look, Thunderbolts have got their mojo back. Their batting mojo back. They've easily doubled their corpus of runs that they've got in the game so far. This is the kind of batting that we anticipated from them, the kind of aggression that we knew they had. The importance of that opening partnership cannot be understated.
Absolutely correct. And I think more than Thunderbolts betting, it's me coming to the commentary, bringing the good luck. All the jokes apart, so far, Brantley and Abina Reddy were the two bowlers of riders who were able to concede less than 9 runs per over. First ball, and it's high up in the air. I don't think it's going to clear the boundary. Fielder is underneath. Oh, he dropped the catch. Oh, that looks like easy catch. He was underneath the ball, and everything was going good for him. But
Never had got his feet set. It went many miles up in the air. I have to say though, the square leg running in from cow corner to square leg, running to your left, it can sometimes be hard. It's still bright skies, but at this level of the game, you anticipate them holding on to that. 2 runs. This man again goes high up in the air to third man for a catch, and it's taken. It's taken. So unlucky to be able to not capitalize on the earlier one, but at this stage, batsmen are going to throw their bats around. More importantly for the Surf Riders, it's a dot ball, 2 runs and 2 balls. They'll be pretty pleased with that.
this is a classical T20 pressure example. The ball before we saw was a great shot head in the air, high up, miles in the air. And the pressure was so much on the fielder, he wasn't able to connect it. And this catch actually was more tougher than the last one because the ball was again high up in the air towards the third man, but it was spinning like crazy because it took the edge of the batsman. Great batting effort by Hermeet.
Yeah, 26 runs and 15 balls came in. We thought he didn't have his timing right, but those wonderful sixes to cow corner and long on, and that got him motoring along.
Absolutely. 3 more balls to go in this over. I'm sorry, 4 more balls to go in this over, and let's see what Brantley got on his pocket to bring in the last 4 balls of this Thunderbolts inning, and that's it. It's high up in the air. I'm not sure if it's gonna clear the boundary or not, and it did. It was a great hit by Shadley for a 6.
That had the elevation. As Salok said, we weren't sure whether it quite had the distance, but that's the thing with this ground. The straight boundaries are a little bit shorter, and more often than not, you're going to see those hits clear the fence. It doesn't need to come off the middle of the bat, but if you just got just enough elevation, you're likely to clear that.
If I would be the riders coach or manager, I would tell all the batsmen to target the straight boundaries because they're definitely doable for 6 on each ball. Even a miss hit will go there. Again, 1 more ball towards the leg, a little fuller. Shadley tried to hit it over the mid-wicket, but it was a little bit short. They were able to concede only 2 runs.
That was athletic fielding at the boundary. Brinley was jumping out in the air and then palming it down, keeping it down to a couple. Saved a certain boundary there. Good effort on the outfield by the long-on fielder.
We were 1 short of 200. Definitely Thunderbolts came up to our expectation of having 200 on the ball, and it was down the leg, and it was a good flick.
It does.
No,
it doesn't. It doesn't. The heavy outfield
Baller was
that's the 200 for the Thunderbolts.
absolutely great fielding by fielder. Was able to save 2 runs for Riders, and the score now up to 201, as we expected, as our statistics director Irvin here projected. The score should be around wide outside the off stump, and it ran to third man.
The Thunderbolts
Ran to third man for 4.
205. Look.
Oh, what a
got what you
score!
wanted.
I know. This is exactly what was projected, and Thunderbolts batsmen, they were able to accomplish this score. Definitely, it's a very competitive score. Since it's a chase, it will be a little bit hard for Riders, but we'll see. Riders definitely have good batsmen, and they have been doing good, and we shall see how they would proceed with this run chase. Again, this match is going to be a really competitive game, and it will be fun to watch. Viewers, stay tuned with us. Stick to your channel, to our channel, and keep providing us with your feedback.
That's right. It's going to be a cracker of a contest. Chasing 206, you know, right, that the Surf Riders have to go at it from ball number 1. The scorecard for the Seattle Thunderbolts, I'm sure, is going to do mighty good reading. It's mighty pleasing for all of them. Andreas Goss, the top of the innings, 77 runs of 45 balls. Partnering him was Jagrup Rhino, who played a very eye-catching, very pleasing 56 runs of 28 balls. That strike rate of 200, 6 sixes in the 4, complemented Andreas brilliantly. When the wickets fell,
Credit goes to the first wicket partnership of 114 run and 9.3 over for between Jagrup Rana and Andres Goss. Great batting. And second partnership wasn't bad either for good 40 odd runs and just 5.6 5 or 6 overs. And then again, good partnership with Hermeet and Shadley. Everyone played well. We haven't seen any one-digit score in this inning. 77 for Andreas Jagrup, 56 Shadley. Well played, not out for 40. Harmeet Singh, good 26 in 15 ball with 3 sixes, and Abir didn't get a chance to face the ball. If you look at the bowling and I said bowlers, only one bowler's kind of I see has less than 9 economy rate is Abhinav Reddy, and Adnesh he did a very good bowling in first over, but second over was not good enough. But great
based on
bowling
how
by
they
him.
bowled, look, I almost felt that they could have given Adnesh a chance even earlier. The young man came in and towards the last fag end of the inning and immediately impressed us with his hard lines and lengths, mixing the pace up a little bit, varying the lengths a little bit, keeping the batsman in check. Nevertheless, 2 overs for 18 for him. This is going to be a cracker of a contest. It's going to be interesting to see how the Seattle Thunderbolts react to the pitch. This is their home ground. As you said, Alok, we are used to scores of around 175 in this ground. At this level of gameplay, it's going to be challenging. The Thunderbolts have to field well. Yesterday, I felt their catching was a little bit spotty. There were some phenomenal efforts and some drop catches. I'm sure they want to get that right in a hurry. The power play is going to determine a lot.
Absolutely, the first 6 overs of Riders' inning is going to be really crucial, and we'll see how well they will be able to compete. And I'm sure they should score close to 70 to 80 runs in first 6 over to give a good stand. And I want to make sure that they do accomplish it. So good luck to Riders.
We have a couple of eminent guests right now at the commentary table. We welcome Ranjinder Singh Gai, the manager, owner of San Diego Surf Riders. Rajinder Bhai, welcome to the commentary table. We are so glad to be able to have you here. As our viewers know, Rajinder played cricket at the highest levels of the game. He calls Kapil Madan Lal. He has them in his phone book. Having captained Punjab for 3 years in the Ranji Trophy. Welcome to Seattle.
Thank you.
How do you assess the game situation today, Rajinder?
Thunderbolts, it really sounds like thunder today. They did pretty well. Yeah, and Surf Riders, they have to play all 20 overs. But a good wicket to bat on. I think they will take them on. Let's see.
Yeah, it's a good contest. I thought Surf Riders played so well yesterday. It almost seemed as if this was home ground for San Diego. You understood the ground conditions really well, adjusted to the pace of the wicket really well. In San Diego, do you play in turf wickets a little bit more, Rajinder Bhai?
Yeah, we play on both. We play on turf wickets as well as we do have AstroTurf wickets. That's why my team guys they're used to playing on turf wickets too.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting challenge. Yesterday, it was a smallish target. I presume you have to tactically plan for this a little bit different from yesterday.
Oh yeah, obviously, yeah, 200 plus runs. They have to. But we do have a good batting side as well. Like Manal didn't get runs. And Brenly also. So we have a few good guys, and I'm pretty much optimistic about getting those runs too today.
Yeah, good luck for the team. What are your thoughts on cricket in the Pacific Northwest? In the Western, the minor league championship, 27 teams playing in the Toyota minor league cricket championship. This is wonderful to watch action at this level of the game. What are your thoughts?
No, I'm very happy with the minor league cricket. So this is what I was looking for all my life, and I'm glad, this thing has started, and especially I'm happy for the youth cricketers, because this is a pathway now, they can play under 13, under 15, under 18, and then they can play club cricket as well now, and then now the minor league cricket. This is one of great news for U.S. cricket. And I'm very glad that the way it's been handled and how professionally it's been going on. So great second weekend for the minor league cricket.
Yeah, it's been a wonderful start. The ecosystem around here is being built along with the infrastructure and the facilities. We also need stalwarts in the game, much like you, managing and advising the players. Excellent to have you. Alok.
Guys, a quick question for you, and I'm one of the, I would say, the lucky one who not only watched you playing cricket in India, but in one of the game, I don't know if you could recall, you were playing in Meerut. And then I was part of the game as a junior level, part of the team playing against you, and boy, those swings still reminds me. But those were the days. Well, thank you for being here, and thank you for not only part of the USA cricket, but definitely giving the coaching and direction. But quick question for you: the cricket in India during your time and how cricket is progressing here in US, where do you see what speed we are going and how quickly we accomplish the results, same as results as the top nation cricket?
No, there's a lot. Indian board is behind U.S. cricket. They want to see a good, not India, but the whole world want to see cricket growing in USA. And they've been trying for almost 20 years. Uh, but definitely, like I see that, this is a great start with the minor league. And then it's going to take a lot of time to catch up with all those test playing countries. But I see a good start here, I'm very happy with this.
Oh,
Okay.
that's great to hear, and we definitely appreciate your and your staff effort to help us grow the cricket in U.S. So good luck to riders, and good luck to you.
Thank you.
It's fun watching and fun being with you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
We have a quick announcement. There's going to be a small kids contest. We are going to have kids throw the ball on the stumps, and whichever or however many kids be able to throw the ball on the stump and hit the stump will earn a beautiful cap, a Thunderbolt cap. And we see Mr. Benival, one of the Thunderbolts owner, running towards us and wanted to start it.
Is there a age limit for this competition, Vijay?
Below 12. Thank Alok is trying, I know. You have to qualify that.
Arvind was almost there. If it had been yesterday, he would have made it.
No, this is good. I think we have to get the youth engaged, and they've been watching the game, celebrating all the boundaries happening. So I think this is their opportunity to kind of make it happen, hit the stump, and get a Thunderbolts cap today.
No, definitely. This will be a great motivation not only for you to come and watch these type of game and learn from it, and definitely providing them a platform. You guys been doing a fantastic and fantabulous job, and the way the things you guys are doing all together as a team and your stakeholders is definitely, I foresee a great cricket generation coming to Seattle. So great work, Vijay.
Thank you, Alok. Thank you so much.
Vijay, must be exciting to see the batting on display today. A very different display today compared to other games. Are you excited?
Absolutely. You see, obviously, I would have loved the transitioning team from the 100s in Morgan Hill to 150s and 200, but well, yeah, we'll love to take 200 today. And that's now, the bowling team needs to show up today and get the win from here.
I'm sure your desire is to win the game, but what do you see will be a good competition, good chase? And having seen riders batting, who do you foresee? You have to be an honest cricketer for this statement.
I think 160, 180 is a decent score. I think Thunderbolts did a little bit well for themselves by adding that 20 30 runs cushion. Again, what I said yesterday too when it was 120. I think you can't predict cricket, but if today I have to put money, I'll put on Thunderbolts.
Great. Well, good luck to you and good luck to Thunderbolts.
Thank you, Alok.
Have a good one. Well, we'll take a short break. We'll eat some lunch, and we definitely don't want to talk while eating and bore you with that. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
We welcome all our viewers back. This is inning number 2. The Surf Riders are chasing a stiff target, 206 runs to get in their 20 overs. Required run rate north of 10 runs and over. Straying right, slightly down the leg side, correctly called wide. Opening batsman for the Surf Riders, Mrunal Patel, Sri Krishna. I thought Sri Krishna played quite capably yesterday. Slightly better line, still slightly down the leg side. Batsman had no trouble playing it off the hips to fine leg for a quick single. The power play is going to be crucial. A couple of wickets for the Thunderbolts. They're going to be right on top. The Surf Riders don't have the luxury to settle down. They can't afford the required run rate to become too stiff. Sri Krishna on strike right now. A slight change in field positions. Long on and long off, getting them right is super important in this ground. The dimensions of the ground is like that. Ooh, a play and a miss. Interesting to see Shadley bowl of a shorter run up today compared to yesterday. They have a backward point.
And they have a long on. Those are the 2 fielders outside the circle.
The Bowery Riders too in the power play. Oh, that was a poor ball. Straying down the leg side. Sri Krishna stood tall, whipping it to deep square leg for a couple. A lot of shoulder into that ball. This is a good contest. Yesterday, Shadley and Sri Krishna went at each other. It's going to be interesting to see what the response for that couple is. It's a 6-3 field. On the leg side, fine leg, mid wicket, long on. Three for no loss. Over number 1. 4 for no loss. Beg your pardon. Again, down the leg side. Well kept by the fielder of the leg by. Straying down the leg side a little bit. Shadley changing his line and his lengths a little bit. Pushing them through, not letting the batsman get under the ball. That brings Mrunal back on strike. Oh, better ball, but well negotiated by the batsman. Glided to third man for a quick single. A right-left combination is always challenging for the bowler. And that works really well in the T20 contest, in the context of the T20 game. Forcing batsmen, bowlers to adjust their lines. Krishna back on strike. Oh, that was a good appeal. The ball nipping back in. The best ball of the over right there. Sri Krishna wanted to play that to long on, but that wasn't the length that he could afford to take on. Good first over from a Thunderbolts perspective. 4 for no loss at the end of 1.
Definitely did good bowling by Shadley. Better first over and definitely provided some challenge for Riders batsmen. We shall see how we progress into this game, but so far, so good for Thunderbolts.
Yeah, I beg your pardon. The score is 6 for no loss at the end of 1. Shadley bowling with a shortened run up right there, and I wouldn't blame him. This is the kind of pitch where, and the day is such, you have to conserve your energy through all 20 overs. He'll have to bowl his full quota of 4 overs there.
And now coming to bowling, you have to refresh a scorecard.
Anirudh Srinivas, he opened the bowling yesterday. I'm sure Ani is looking for a improved display today. Opening along with Shadley. This is going to be a challenge for the young lad.
Oh, definitely. He looks fit. Quite a long bowling run-up. We haven't seen that big of a bowling run-up so far. And on a strike, Mrinal Patel and Sri Krishna, and seems like the riders will be pushing.
Yeah, you have boundary riders at the cover point fence, and the second boundary rider is on long off.
That was a good ball. Good ball.
It's a 5-4
Good line,
field.
good length, and it's a little short of land, a little bit for the batsman, and made batsman to think hard what to do with this ball, and wasn't give any much more cushion to the batsman. He was only able to push it to the cover.
Yeah,
for
good
no
lines
run.
there. Good lines there, Alok. Right on off and middle. 5-4 field. There's fine leg, square leg, mid wicket, mid off, mid on.
Oh, that was a miss hit and went over the boundary for 4.
Yeah,
The batsman tried to hit it over the covers, but didn't connect well enough. It was a good ball, wide of the off stump, and I think he kind of cut down the speed a little bit too, but batsman wasn't able to connect it. But however, it's T20. He connected toward the third man for 4. So 4 runs in the bank for riders. So far, good bowling. I think Arvind, correct me if I'm wrong, but the strategy of Thunderbolt is to keep it outside the off stump. That's what I'm seeing. And the field is slow on the offside too, and don't give them much chances to go over the boundary. Again. Oh, that's a first wicket.
What a wonderful catch there.
And as I said, the bolts are trying to keep it outside the off stump. This is one of the good length ball again by our bowler, and batsman tried to go over the extra cover, but he didn't gain the height and the speed, and he was just able to punch it. And extra
That was a
cover
crucial
fielder
wicket. That was a
was
crucial
able to
wicket
take
of
good
Mrinal.
catch, beautiful catch.
Good catch. He was right in front of the commentary box. That was high. It hit hard. You would expect fielders at this level to take that, but that said, the ball was hurrying onto him, and the lines was good. Look, forcing the batsman to make the change, being aggressive there. They'd already got on a 4 on this over. I felt they didn't have to play that shot this early.
No, absolutely. I think Thunderbolt team, they definitely had a strategy, and so far implementing absolutely 100% on the strategy. And as you see the results of first wicket down, first setback for riders, and Mrinal Patel is back to pavilion.
And the catch was Rishabh Mohan. Rishabh is one of our youth cricketers in the under-19 category. Fantastic to see our youth development program pay off. A wonderful catch by Rishabh at long off. That brings Brindley Richards, the experienced Aussie, coming in at 1 drop. A good breakthrough for the Thunderbolts. The Surf Riders perhaps trying to be aggressive. That required run rate is always going to be playing on their minds.
Good bowling by Anuruddham, and that's exactly what I was expecting, to keep it outside the off stump. And but I didn't see for the right-hand batsman there's a deep boundary over the offside at all. Still, we have a deep square leg, and there we go. And that was a good ball again. Batsman was able to keep it on the ground to cover an extra cover for single only. Good over so far.
You're right, Alok. Surprising not to see any boundary riders on the offside. I hope the bowlers are able to maintain these lines. It's been crisp lines so far. That brings Brindley onto strike for the first time in this contest. Plenty of chatter there behind the stumps, encouraging the bowler. And why not?
And it to Brindley. Good ball! Oh!
That was close.
It was a shot of land, and it swung a little bit to the outside. Brindley could not touch this. I mean, he almost tried to to kiss it, and it did kiss, but a wicketkeeper wasn't able to kept it.
Yeah,
So that-
Brimley was playing
good
inside the
bowling.
line there. The ball had a little bit of shape, kissing the outside edge. That would have been a devastating double strike.
Good ball, Anirudh.
Oh,
Go
one again. Again beating him with
What
the
a
outside edge.
beauty! What a beauty! He's pitching right on the fourth off stump and bringing it outside. A little bit of outswinger
That's
in
terrific,
my
yeah.
terms, and it's on these type of turf. If you could accomplish this, that's a great bowling.
Absolutely,
I'm
absolutely.
super impressed.
The angle, you could see the ball come in. Any batsman is going to assume that that's a incoming delivery. Batsmen then tend to play inside the line. And you wouldn't blame them for doing that. But those balls seem outside after pitching. That's an incredibly hard for a batsman at any level of the game to combat.
No, absolutely. I mean, we've seen a few swing overs, good swing bowling by riders in the beginning, but boy, this over by Anirudh, he had these two balls absolutely beaten the batsman, a top quality Aussie, and great over with a wicket, and of course put a little bit of doubts in batsman mind, and I don't think with those doubts they'll be able to go in a combat and hit Anirudh again. But Shadley's again
Slight
back
change in
on the
field.
bowling.
Square leg. The boundary riders are on square leg and long off.
Oh, this is
Good
a shot going over the
right to
mid
clear
wicket,
fence.
and
It does.
it is a
Oh, it's a four. It's a four. It's a good shot.
it's
by
a
the
four.
batsman. Aggressive shot to.
Well, there was a four, so good shot over the mid wicket with one bounce, went outside the boundary line. A little bit of overpitch, It was easier for batsmen to connect the ball.
Yeah, Sri Krishna quickly getting under the ball, hiking it over mid wicket for a fine shot, fine four. They needed that.
15 for one. Second ball of the third over. And that's-
Much better line there, much better line. Quick, good fielding, running quickly to his left from covers, keeping it down to a dot ball. That's the kind of support you need in the field as a bowler. That was a good response from the Thunderbolts for that clean strike in the early ball.
Sadly, this ball bowled a little slower, and that definitely confused the batsman and earned a dot ball. And this one is a great shot. Well struck by Sri Krishna
That
over a
cleared
pitch
the
ball.
boundary by miles. What a wonderful shot over mid wicket.
Not a great ball by Shadley. It's off in middle over pitch ball, and give a chance to Sri Krishna to connect it with full confidence over the mid-on boundary for six. Great shot.
Yeah, look, I think Shadley pushing the ball through, wants to be aggressive. He can see a slight hint of swing in the air and he wants to exploit that. Shadley, the aggressive bowler that he is. Game on. Oh, much better ball that. Much better ball that. Slightly pulling the length back, keeping it on sixth stump. A play and a miss. Good comeback by Shadley.
And I personally believe that has been the strategy to keep the ball outside the off stump, a little shot of length, and not giving much room to the batsman to hit any boundaries. But great bowling and good comeback by Shadley.
This is a good contest between bowler and batsman.
Shadley coming back to the fresh ball of this over. Oh, short pitch ball right at the body. Batsman had no choice other than to let it go. Good ball, good speed, Shadley.
That was an effort ball. A statement ball to the batsman. It had, hey, I'm looking out for you. Watch out. Written all over it. Banged in shot right over the helmet. That provokes another aggressive response from the batsman to the last ball of the over. But a
Well,
clear
that
and a miss.
I have to give credit to Shadley for mixing the ball in. So the first ball it was outside the off stump, shot of length. Second was short pitch to the body. Batsman had no choice. At this time, he cut down the speed a little bit again, kept his shot of length outside the off stump. And boy, three good dots ball. Good comeback by Shadley after
score-
getting a hit for six. So score's coming down to 21 for 1.
21 for 1 after 3. 7 runs and over. It
And
has all the makings of a fantastic context, Alok.
oh, it is coming. It's taking a beautiful competition at this stage because now I can feel the urge for riders to go for it, and I see a sensible, strategical bowling and fielding by Thunderbolts. Good contest, and read the game. Good
Oh, good
ball, good
ball.
ball.
That ball came in. Unlike we saw Anirudh shape the ball out in his last over, this ball came all the way in.
Oh no, perfect bowling. It's again he pitched it right at the spot on the fifth stump. Again, not giving much room to the batsman to do anything. And the fielding setup is pretty awesome as well because there's a slip, there's a gully, there's a point, and any miss could provide Thunderbird Bolts a good catch and a wicket. So again, next ball of the over, good ball again.
Very
This
good
time it
man.
came in. This time it came in, and again, not given much of a cushion for a batsman to do anything on it.
And good pace on that ball, mixing up his speeds. The lines are very tight from Anirudh today. That's exactly what they need to do. Let's see if he can replicate that throughout the over. The consistency in the bowling was missing yesterday. It's also going to be interesting to see how Brindley adjusts to this, adjusts to this line.
No, I definitely like this bowler. He's mixing. He's keeping outside off stump, then bringing one in. Third ball of the over. Oh, again outside off the off stump, as I suspected. I like his mixing. He's keeping one on the offside, bringing one, zipping in, and not giving much room to batsmen to open their hands and arms to hit across the boundary line and over the boundary line. So far, good over.
An excellent lens, Alok, hitting the hard lens. Not short enough to get underneath it, not over pitched for them to, and putting it in the slot for them to opening their arms. Excellent lens by Anirudh. Let's see if he's able to maintain that consistency. The batsman scampered for a single. That brings Sri Krishna back into the strike. Sri Krishna has been the more aggressive batsman. He's been much harder to contain.
Let's see what Sri Krishna brings to this ball. And yes, he kept a good ball in at the off stump, but Sri Krishna was able to connect it between the cover and extra cover. And
wonderful shot.
the ball wasn't bad at all. It was a shot of length coming to the bat right at the off stump and the middle stump. Good ball, but I have to give kudos. I have to give kudos to Sri Krishna for such a great shot and came inside out and just pushed it over the cover for four. Good shot.
Let's see what Anirudh's response is going to be. Ball number 5 of this over. Still a good over so far. That was smashed over backward point for a 6. Staying on line over there. Sri Krishna, the kind of mood that he is in, you cannot offer him the width that was on offer on that ball. Okay, the decision being changed to a 4 right now. That was back-to-back 4s. The San Diego Surf Riders needed that, and very well executed. Sri Krishna seems to be a fantastic player. Seems to have all the shots. Plays across the 360. We saw a couple of massive hits over mid-wicket for a 6. We saw a slap over cover point for a 4. And that was a clean swing of the hands to squarish third man for a 4. His wagon wheel is pretty diverse.
I agree with you, Arvind. The previous ball wasn't good at all. At this time, it was full length, almost to the pads, and batsman just hit it across for a square leg for single. This ball that went for 4, it was short pitch coming outside the off stump, the previous second last ball of the over, and batsman had quite a room to go for it, and that's what he did. So again, it's a contest, and riders are chasing team. Each ball Thunderbolts bowlers has to bowl with mind and see what batsmen weaknesses are, where is batsmen are not able to push their runs and bowl in that area. Especially when I see it's on a 4th and 5th stump, keeping short of length and good length, and with going a little bit outswing, that's helping it. And so far, controlling. But this over, we leaked 2 fours. Thunderbolt leaked 2 fours, and the score right now
31 for 1.
31 or 1 for 4.
That's a
4
change in
overs.
the bowling lineup.
Captain's coming back to the attack, and actually he's coming first time to the attack. And bowling to Sri Krishna.
And it's great to see the captain.
This will be a contest. This will
taking
be a
on.
contest.
Absolutely. It's great to see the captain bringing himself on inside the power play. You could call it a gamble, the kind of mood that Sri Krishna is in. This could go either way. A left arm orthodox spinner. A little bit short pushing Sri Krishna on the back foot. Punch to covers. Dot ball. Harmeet can change his pace really effectively. Bowls really tight lines. What's the comeback ball? Very similar ball. No room for the batsman. Right on off stump. Pushing him on the back foot. Punch to covers. Dot ball again.
Oh, definitely. I could see experience of Hermeet saying bowling right at the this spot where, again, no cushion, no, that batsman. Oh, whoa!
Oh, there's a drop. That was a drop.
Again, that was a great ball, and batsman tried to
Fantastic
go over the
ball.
cover, but it went directly to the cover fielder, but
That was
he
disappointing. I'm
was
sure.
not
that
able to catch it.
Harmeet, I'm sure, is disappointed by that. Elicited the false stroke. Excellent ball.
But what a ball, man!
Punch
He's
to
keeping
covers.
in that area where batsmen really have to improvise too.
And take those risks. And when those risks
to take the
happen,
gaps.
that was so well bowled, Alok.
Ooh, kept it out
That
offside
one straight
long
down the
time.
leg side, down
So
for a
a wide
wide,
ball.
well kept by the keeper.
Oh,
I hope that drop doesn't come back to haunt the Thunderbolts. Straightforward chance. You expect them to take it at this level. Got both hands to it.
It was a little faster, but I would say at this level you're correct. They should be taking those catches easily. It came straight to him.
Yeah, very similar ball as the first two.
And Arvind was whispering in my ear that if he was there at the field, he'll be able to take it very cleanly. Well, we are both cricket enthusiasts here, and definitely in our life we
Another
played cricket.
excellent ball there. Another
Again,
excellent
good ball, good dot ball
Pushed
again.
through.
Only one.
Hit him on. It's a good field, Alok. It's a good field for Harmeet, the kind of bowling that he's
But
doing.
no,
He's
the-
bowling to his field.
Yeah, the bowling he's doing, it's the batsman not able to find any gaps at all. And look at
Once
that,
again-
another one, but there
once
was a cheeky
again.
single.
Good single.
Good over
It's an
so
inside
far.
out field. The field on the offside.
So what he's doing, Irvin, let me explain in terms of cricket. He's coming in a round action, given an angle of the ball from outside of the off stump, coming into the batsman, making him think where it's going to go, and it's making it hard. Again, look at the ball.
Yeah, that's
Beautiful ball.
Well,
Same
excellent
angle.
over. Excellent over from Harmeet. Alok,
Same
you're
angle.
absolutely right. Coming round arm, with that round arm action, bowling around the wicket, coming wide of the crease,
Absolutely.
angling it into the batsman, which means that you have very little room to play. You want a shape for the cut shot, all the risks on you. Any insider just going to roll onto the stumps.
He's not giving any area at all. He's not giving any room.
Bowling
And
to the
absolutely.
field, right? He has a very good packed offside cordon. There is, if you have to take a risk, the length is such that you can't go straight over the side screen. He doesn't give enough loop in the air for the batsman to get under the ball. That was an excellent first over by Captain Harmeet Singh.
And I see the batsmen are now talking and then advising each other how they should play this bowler and how to handle Hermeet's 4-over. So far, he was on top and provide a lot of challenges to the batsman, and batsman was not able to absolutely make any runs out for him. I mean, they didn't even cross a 30-yard in his over. So good over for Thunderbolts. We'll see what riders are thinking.
A double change. Abir Chippa into the attack. Also left arm orthodox.
Oh, Abir Chip-
Speared in onto the middle of the leg. A quick single to long on.
Full ball towards the leg of the batsman. Again, no room. Batsman was only able to push it between the mid wicket and extra cover for a single.
Two left arm bowlers. Very different bowling styles.
Oh, I like this ball too. Actually, this time he kept a little bit short
That's right. That was
and didn't provide
right
any
of
room.
Harmeet Singh's playbook there.
And this actually kept really low. Didn't expect that this pitch will give any low balls, but this kept really low. Again, chip on his third ball. So far, two good balls, only singles. And this time it was a little bit of over pitch. Batsman took that chance, went over straight, over the head of the bowler for 4 runs. Good shot. Good
Very
shot.
good shot. Very good shot. They have a mid off and a long on. The batsman bisected that with precision. Not much risk, hitting right over the bowler's head.
Ah, he,
For a
he,
pretty pleasing
he
straight
hit
drive
it,
for a
he
four.
hit it with ease. Just over the bowler for 4. Good shot. brief chip again.
What's the
And
comeback? What a return catch! What a wonderful return catch there by
I
Abhi
guess
Chipper.
I guess that was a plan. Beer set the batsman up, so go over my head for 4, and the next ball, he pitched it a little. He just stashed it a little bit, few inches more towards him, and then he allowed batsman to go for it, and batsman was there was no room. And again,
A phenomenal
that's how you
catch
set.
going to his left.
That's how you get a wicket, and especially you set a batsman to go for it, and you put a ball for him that will not allow him to hit, and that's allow bowlers to put a great ball, and mistakes happens, and that's what it did.
Alok, you're absolutely right. Set him up there. A wonderful cotton ball. That is a spinner's delight. The earlier 4 was to a ball that was a fraction bit faster. Abhi, to his credit, looped it just a little bit, inviting the drive, playing on the batsman's confidence.
Now, when I see Beer got hit for 4, he was not disappointed, and I was like almost thinking what's in his head. He's thinking like, oh yeah, and now I set him up, and now I'm gonna go pull the ball a little bit, and then allow him to go hit it again, and again,
That was
great
a hard
cotton
hit.
ball,
It
great
was a
cotton
hard
ball.
hit. You're right, Alok. He had to go to his left. It was hit hard, got both hands to the ball, kept it in check. That was a wonderful return catch. I'm sure Abir is mighty pleased with that effort. The
So
San
two
Diego
gone.
Riders 39 for 2, 6th over. That brings the experienced Marty Kane, the captain.
Well,
to the crease.
if I have to provide a comparison between Thunderbolts batting and Riders batting so far, Thunderbolts were no wicket, and they had more runs in these overs. In fact, their first wicket went down in 10th over. Now we already got 2 of Riders batsmen, and they, except a few good shots, we haven't seen much of an effort from Riders side. But Abir Chipang in to the new left-hander batsman.
Oh, what a
and
good
it was
ball. What a good
ball again.
ball.
What a good
That is a
ball.
fantastic first ball. Abir has shifted his lines now to over the wicket to the left-hander Marty.
And he
that
pitched.
ball actually turned, look.
Yeah, he pitched outside the off stump. It came into batsman, and
That was sharp
again, no
turn.
room. It was a good ball.
Very good ball. Very good first of ball. A little
Oh.
bit of room there. And Marty hoiks it over point for a quick couple. Well run by the batsman.
Great running between the wickets. Good running between the wickets. Ball this time it didn't turn. It just kept it straight outside the off stump. Didn't come in for the batsman. Batsman had room to go over the point. Again, the grass is too thick. So ball would not run for 4, but they were
That
able
completes
to.
an excellent over.
Great over.
Yeah, excellent over. Marty Kane and Brinley Richards. This clearly is their most experienced batters out in the middle. This contest is now truly well and on. How these 2 batsmen take it from here? They have to play a little bit conservatively. They've lost 2 wickets, but they have a tall score to chase, and the next 6 overs are going to be telling.
Well, they definitely have to improvise, and these 2 left-arm spinners so far they've done a great job, and I'm looking at another bowling change. Captain Harmeet Singh kept himself. He bowled a one good over, and then another change. Good strategy. Looks like, as you're seeing the results, so it seems like good strategy. So the new bowler coming in, and I believe it's the spinner again. We're checking, refreshing our scorecard to provide you much more accurate information. Stay tuned with us.
Mitchell Vasavada.
Nitil Vasavda is on the ball now. He's a spinner, it seems like, and that's the. I think that's a
Action.
strategy.
Yep. The San Diego Surf Riders 41 for 2 and 6. They've not let the asking rate become unmanageable. They've lost a couple of wickets in the process.
So far, 160 runs in 16 over at the rate of 10 required by riders. That's an orthodox action. Good ball outside the off stump. Didn't provide much room to the batsman. Batsman decided to let it go.
I think Sri Krishna's wicket was crucial.
Oh, that was
The
good,
kind of
crucial
form
wicket,
that
yep.
Sri Krishna was in, his dismissal, I think, was a
Oh,
complete-
that's it. That's another good ball. The leg spin, not too over pitch. Allowed batsman to think and go for the shot and hit the edge of his bat and go over the point. Had it been a little bit slower, it would have gone directly in the hands of the points fielder.
That's
but-
right. Never in control of that shot. They did get a couple, but never in control. A little bit of the outside edge.
Good bowling so far by all three spinner, I must say.
They have a slip in place right now, and why not?
Yeah, absolutely. They definitely want to provide as much pressure as they can put on the batsman because they already lost 2 wickets. So Little again, ball in hands coming to the batsman. Again, not too short pitch, and it's an air, and he got the wicket.
Taken at long off.
As I said,
Crucial blow, third
there was it
wicket,
was a
Brendan
too,
Richards
as I said,
departs.
too much pressure on. I felt it was a great pressure on him to get the ball outside the boundary line, and ball wasn't. He didn't have much room at all in this ball either, but he decided to go for it, and the results in front of you. He was not able to clear it and gave the catch to the extra cover, and he took a great catch. Again, third down. Riders are shaking
That's
at
right.
this
I
point.
think pressure getting to the better of the batsman. The scoring rate, the required run rate right now is approaching 12 runs and over. That shot was not on, but the scoring pressure there, I'm afraid, did Brunley in. Ultimately, was ended up being a tame chip too long off, where the fielder had no problem pouching it around 10 meters inside the boundary. A crucial breakthrough. 3 wickets. You're right, Alok. Complete contrast to the way the Thunderbolts were able to start.
Absolutely. And if you compare the two bowlings so far, Thunderbolts and Riders, and nuances, Thunderbolts are looking more strategical in their approach, how they want to bowl and not give any room to the batsmen. And basically, so far, strategy is working and working in their favor. And his scorecard is telling the story.
Yeah, 43 for 3 in over number 7. It's going to be interesting to see how Marty Kane reacts to this. Ravi Timbawala onto the crease right now. Marty on
Oh, good
strike.
ball.
Good ball.
Good ball. Kept it outside the off stump. Came in a little bit. Batsman again is a new batsman. Didn't want to take two chances again. There's no room for error provided by any of the Thunderbolts bowler, and batsman has to go only leave the ball. Again, one more ball. Oh, that is a beautiful ball. It actually didn't have any room, and so on the fourth stump, ball actually kicked a little too high.
That's right.
Unexpectedly.
Right. That's good bounce
It was-
from
yeah.
Abir.
It was a good ball. Nittle actually is the bowler, so great bowling.
Well, thank you for correcting me there.
Oh,
good
great ball.
Right
Great
onto
ball.
fourth stump.
Great
No room
ball.
for any error for the batsman there. No room for them to open their shoulders.
Yeah,
An excellent first over by.
I'm liking all these spinners. The length and line. They are so consistently, and they're putting varieties in each ball,
That's right.
making batsmen to think what they need to do to get the ball outside the 30-yard or even outside the boundary line. And so far, great bowling effort by Thunderbolts. Looks like they're on top of the game today.
Definitely. 3 wickets down, 43 for 3 at the end of 7. There's a deficit as far as for the Surf Riders, both in the number of wickets and their scoring rate. The Thunderbolts right on top on this game. And you're right, Alok. The bowlers have stuck to their lines and lengths. They've changed their pace and made the Surf Riders take all the risks. Some of them have not come off, and that reflects in the scorecard.
And nuance between Thunderbolts and Riders bowling is such the precision, the strategical bowling, and as Thunderbolts are actually accomplishing that strategical bowling concept and absolutely delivering the best.
Another
Rishabh
bowling
Mohan?
change, Rishabh Mohan into the attack. It's interesting to see
Young
how
bowler.
the bowlers are being rotated.
Young bowler coming to attack. Let's see how he bowls. First ball, a little bit of over pitch between the point and cover. Batsman pushed it for a single.
With power play getting done, they have the luxury of having more boundary riders. There's a sweeper cover for protection on the offside for Rishabh.
Rishabh is going round a wicket for lefty. Rishabh Mohan. Ball in his hand for the second ball and it's over. Yeah, kept it beautiful.
Oh,
He saw the
done.
batsman charging up and he pulled the ball back to the half pitch and didn't give much of a room to batsman to do anything, and the batsman was only able to push it towards between the point and cover for a single. So far, good bowling. 2 runs and 2 balls. Single runs actually feels like a dot ball to me at this point.
Very right, Alok. Oh, another good ball
Oh,
there.
another good ball. Another good
appeal
ball. Appeal for
for
stumping.
stumping. I don't
But it
think
was
the batsman.
denied.
Yes, that's
It was
right.
denied by the umpire. Great ball by young Rishabh Mohan. Kept
Very
it
good
outside
start.
the off stump. Not too over pitch, good length, and it had a little zip into it and cut it more outside the off stump. Batsman was absolutely beaten by the bowling of Rishabh Mohan.
He does have a slip in place for the right-hander.
Absolutely. I think that slip trick is working because batsman not taking too many risks. Again, good ball, little bit short pitch. Batsman tried to pull it towards the deepest square leg, but not able to connect it very well. And
Good
again,
fielding there on square leg boundary.
only able to take a
Hurrying
single.
in, keeping that down to a single. A good over by Rishabh. You're right, Alok. I'm impressed with how Rishabh has been able to change his lines for the right-left combination well. He saw Marty Kane come down the track, immediately pulled the length back, and kept it down to a single.
I think the strategy bringing spinner is absolutely phenomenal, working great for Thunderbolts because see when spinners bowls they can see batsman movements how they're doing what they're trying to do, and this time it went for reverse sweep, and I think it's gonna go for 4.
Good shot
It
by
was
Marty.
a good shot.
Good
This
shot by Marty. Saw the line, beyond fifth stump, went for a reverse sweep. They did have a third man in place, but this was played fine. And the ball racing to the third man boundary for a 4. Much needed runs.
the batsman
for
did create a great
San Diego.
doubts in Rishabh's mind by going for reverse sweep. He was able to show him that I'm going for a reverse sweep. Now deliver it to me, but Rishabh wasn't able to make a great change in his ball. Again,
One
reverse
more.
sweep,
Oh,
and
this is
again a
even
great
bigger.
shot.
This was massive.
And
is
this
massive,
time,
folks.
it's a 6.
That was beautifully played. What a confident shot by Marty.
I think what Rishabh needs to do here, that when he see the batsman going for reverse sweep, keep the ball more onto his legs rather than keeping it outside the off stump. So
That's
think,
right. Too much width on the offer there.
yeah,
And unable to make that late adjustment. And I want to say Marty did the right thing, putting pressure on the young bowler
He's
to
young,
see how he
he'll learn.
reacts.
He's young. He'll learn. And these kind of situation when you come in, it's very very important to how to keep your heads up and make sure you deliver the ball at the right spot where it won't provide any cushion or any room for batsmen to do anything. So I'm sure he'll learn. He'll learn the cricket, and it's a great experience for him. Again, Abhi Chippa coming back to the bowling attack. No, sorry, Nittil. Nittil Vasavra.
56 for 3 at the end of 8, 7 runs and over.
Great full ball. Only single. It was
Good
fuller
shot,
length.
but just a single to long off.
Yep, that length actually is pretty good because it's fuller. It won't let batsmen go for any big shot. Batsmen can only play on the ground again, and grass is too thick, and definitely Thunderbolts are taking advantage of it.
Let's see what Marty has in store here. He's been the more aggressive of the two batsmen. Moving around the stumps. Oh, that's likely to be another 4. Excellent batting by Marty.
Marty's shuffling, and this ball, Marty shuffled more to the off stump, let the bowler come in to him, and again he went for a great sweep shot for 4.
Excellent batting by Marty.
That's
I
a
would
that's
say.
a great improvisation.
Lovely.
I've seen in the last three balls.
And I want to say the bowler adjusted the line, but not the length. It was still on the fuller side, and Marty was able to punish it down to square leg for a 4. Oh, that beat everybody. That beat Marty. That beat the keeper. Excellent ball.
It was
That was a
right,
bye.
it was right between his leg and the leg stump, very full. Didn't give him the room. Marty still went for it, but failed to connect.
Lucky for Marty there.
Pretty deceiving. Pretty deceiving.
That was a
Good-
good ball.
good
Didn't
ball by
miss the leg stump by much there, look.
Nittil again. Good ball. Didn't give much room to the right-handed batsman.
Plenty of space there.
And was only able to push
It's an
it to the
inside
point.
outfield, so they were able to take a quick single to point.
Martin again on the strike, and I'm sure he's going to go improvise again, but let's see how Nittil thinks and how he bowls and delivers.
This is a fascinating contest.
How Nittil into the kick, kept it a little full for Martin outside the off stump.
It's riveting cricket out here, folks.
Yeah.
That's a lot of.
It's just a good contest. It's a good contest. I
Absolutely,
see
absolutely.
Nittil is a smart bowler. Absolutely. Good bowling. Nittil?
It's a cat and mouse game between Marty and the Thunderbolt spinners. Marty has looked very busy at the crease, shuffling.
Oh, this time it's a
Not
great
good
shot.
Ball,
It
but
was a
well
great shot. I
punched
mean,
off the back foot.
on a good grassless ground, I would say, would run for 4.
Oh,
but-
definitely, definitely. That was
But
very
grass
well
being
played.
thicker, but it was a good shot. I give it credit to batsmen, but however, they were only able to concede single.
That draws that over
Not
to
a,
the
not,
close.
a, not a bad over.
65 for 3 at the end of 9. I want to say Marty Kane has been the more aggressor of the two. He's been shuffling the grease, creating problems for the bowlers, making them adjust their lines quickly. The conversation on whether Rishabh comes back into the attack or not is going to be interesting to see the choice being made by Harmeet.
Captain's coming back to bowl. I think that's a good call.
That's an excellent call because one pro to another, Harmeet is going to back himself up against both of these batsmen. Marty's the key here. That's the prize wicket out there. You can see already in his short stint, 18 runs of 11 balls, 2 fours and a 6, strike rate of 163.6. And San Diego needs him to stay there. The Thunderbolts are going to look to disrupt that.
And viewers, my apologies. I've been pronouncing Nital's names wrong. I was keep calling Nital, but it's Nital Wasavra. So sorry for the mistake. All right, Harmeet Singh now bowling to Ravi Timbawala. Kept it same line
Classic
on land.
Harmeet ball. That's a quick single. Could this be out? The throw coming into the keeper's end now. Scampering back. A good call by Marty to refuse the single. That ball didn't travel far. It was hit to mid-off. There was no single out there.
And those who are watching this game, I would love to tell everyone this is a pro bowling. Look at Harmeet, so consistent. He kind of knows his spot, and he's constantly delivering to the spot. All the young viewers learn how to do that. That comes with the practice. That comes with the temperament. That comes with a lot of persistence. So
And
learn.
look at the
learn
field
from it.
here, Alok. A packed offside field, 6-3. All three fielders on the leg side are boundary riders. You can almost predict. Oh, wait a minute. Where did that go?
That was a great ball, and
That landing in no man's land towards fine leg. A very similar line and length. The batsman flailing hard at it, getting a top edge.
I felt like he just went for a hit and didn't know what to do and just
Yes.
go for it.
That was just a very
Typical
hopeful
T20
shot.
shot.
I agree. That was there was more on hope than on execution. Taking the top edge, flying off to fine leg, landing safely for a single. Could have gone anywhere. Alok, you're absolutely right. Classic T20 shot. But this is fantastic to see the kind of pressure that Harmeet is able to generate.
No, absolutely. I mean, Harmeet is seems like he's reading the batsman's mind and delivering the ball the right spot, keeping it, coming, as I said, round action. He's coming from all the way outside the off stump and bringing the ball in. Great ball again. Batsman was
What a
not
ball.
able to do anything.
A slight
See
change in
the-
the field. It's a 5-4
the
field now. They have
angle-
fine leg in place right now.
Angle is the key in his bowling.
And the pace, Alok. Pushing the ball through, but still managing to extract a little bit of turn.
And this time, batsman tried to go over, but
Again, did not get hold of the
just
ball at
stayed
all.
at 30 yard.
Very
No man's
lucky.
land.
It was very lucky, Alok, that he didn't time that because otherwise there would have been a catch. That ball had gained a lot of elevation, but falling harmlessly to mid-on. Excellent bowling by Harmeet.
It's that once it lands, it zips into the batsman, and batsman is like not able to bring the timing in his game to hit the shot to clear the boundary lines. And so far, great bowling by Harmeet.
Well said, Alok. Well said. There has been no timing whatsoever from Ravi countering Harmeet.
Absolutely.
That brings Marty to strike. Harmeet changing his line to over the wicket.
Yeah, and a little cloudy too, so it definitely is.
Another reverse sweep.
Ooh, reverse sweep,
That
but
angle was
wasn't able.
much finer. He
but
did
was-
get some bat onto it.
But wasn't able to connect it well. So
That's because
it
of the
was-
line, Alok. I mean, I thought Harmeet smartly changed the line, pushed it closer to middle and off, which meant that he didn't get enough meat on the ball.
and then
He got a little bit of an edge, but that's all he could do
he
was
pushed
take
it. He pushed it a little bit faster too.
That's
so
right.
That didn't allow batsmen to cleanly hit the ball on the reverse sweep.
Still 2 runs on that. Good contest.
All right, let's see what Marty does on this one.
Lovely bowling
Good
again.
bowling. Didn't give him
Marty
much room
backing
again.
away to the leg stump. Harmeet followed him through. Struck to covers
over.
for a single.
That's a good over.
This is fascinating, riveting cricket. Don't go
Where
anywhere,
we at
folks.
with the scores?
At the end of 10. Half of the inning is done. 71 for 3. The required run rate continues to balloon. 13.5 runs required of the remaining 10 overs. The pressure is on. The Thunderbolts have delivered really well so far in the first half of the game. The Surf Riders have to come up with a tactic. They need to stay aggressive. They need to counter this spin-first strategy. They still have 7 wickets in hand. The Wiley Marty came there. He's looked positive. He's constantly shuffled in the crease, created problems for the bowlers. Oh, what a fantastic ball there! Almost getting through the defenses of Marty. He saw the batsman shuffle, pushed it in onto his legs. Again, did not miss the stumps by much.
Oh, that was a good ball, definitely. And it's getting harder and harder for riders because they need 13 runs per over now from here. And seeing how the bowling of Thunderbolts is going, it looks almost next to difficult. Again, it's a great shot. I think I've spoken very soon. It was an overpitched ball down the leg, and Marty was able to connect it just fine and over the square leg boundary for 6.
That was a welcome 6 from the Surf Riders' perspective. A beautiful shot, clearing square leg.
So it's
Clean as a whistle.
it's good. The early first 2 balls of the over, they're able to accomplish a 6, and that's a good start of this over for riders. 4 more balls to go.
Another good shot, a single to long on for a single from Marty. It's good to see Marty handle the pressure, taking it head on. What he needs is support from the other side. Ravi has done well, but they have to up the scoring rate. Perhaps the best thing Ravi can do is to farm the strike and give as much of it to Marty.
Yeah, Ravi's not able to improvise much and not pushing, and definitely Marty needs the help from Ravi Timbalbal to push a little bit more harder for 4s and 6s to get 13 runs and over. So far, only 7 runs.
That's right. I mean, the scoring rate is such, it can't be done only from one end. That's going to be a couple on the leg side. That is all the fielders are boundary riders. That was hit to mid wicket, and they scamper for 2. And that's really what Ravi needs to be doing.
And Ravi, if you've seen so far in Ravi's inning, he's not able to connect the ball.
That's
very
right.
well.
The timing has just not been there.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's the bowler or if Ravi is not in. Oh,
it's a
I
massive
spoke
hit
so soon.
right over our heads.
Hit by
That went many a mile. Massive elevation on that. Ravi joins the party even as we're talking about it. That was a colossal 6 right over the side screens.
It was beautiful. It was the ball was just a good one, but right in the middle, gave him a room, and he was able to connect it well. Like he heard me saying that that Ravi's not able to connect it. And next ball, he took that challenge and connected over the head of ours.
That was a clean hit. That was a clean hit. The Surf Riders are going to hope that this is going to get Ravi going. Let's see how the bowler counters that. What's the comeback delivery going to be? Speared in quick. Good ball. Kept it clean. Kept it simple. Kept it on 5th stump. Pushed it through. That was a good comeback ball by the spinner.
So they
End
did
of over number 11.
15
86
runs.
for 3.
15 runs in this over. Definitely, that's exactly what Ryder need to do. 13 or 15 some over, or maybe one big over for 20 runs and up, and then so definitely there's still the game's not done yet. We are still in the great contest, and this game is definitely going very, very competitive. And from the last over, I see it has given a little bit of stress to Thunderbolts bowler, and now made them think it ain't gonna be that easy.
Definitely, Alok. 120 required of 54 balls. They need a boundary every over. On some, they need a couple. But the kind of form that Marty Kane is in, I think Marty is the key. As long as he's in the middle, this will remain a contest. He's looked positive from ball 1. He's given the time for Ravi to find his groove. As long as these batsmen are in, especially Marty, this is going to be riveting action from the middle.
Absolutely, I agree, and it's the last over has brought some stress over Thunderbolts bowlers.
Another bowling change. Nithal is back into the attack. Bowling to Marty.
Nital does.
Another big shot. Same result.
Nital is so
Pulled it.
Nital's bowling. He bowled it well, but Marty is so precise on his shuffling, going to shuffle to the off stump and take the ball over the fine leg, scoop it, and that's a great shot. And he has done like several times now on the reverse sweep and from his natural stance. So definitely great shot, great batting by Marty.
Absolutely. He's been particularly strong behind the wickets with his reverse sweeps and sweeps. This one was picked up from middle stump and off. The bowler reacts to it well. Oh, that's called a wide. That was a harsh call in my opinion, Alok. He saw the batsman make the shuffle and then pushed the ball down the offside.
Yeah, I think that what Marty did come out a lot on outside the off stump for the reverse sweep. It shouldn't be called wide.
I agree, Alok. That was harsh on the young bowler. Oh, slap straight. Can they cut it off? Can they cut it off in time? Yes, they do. 2 runs on that.
Good feeling.
Good feeling there.
By, Sahil Kancharela.
Along with
Great
Rishabh,
shot.
that's right. Excellent feeling by Sahil running to his right, keeping that down to a 2. Marty again.
Was a straight drive over the head of the bowler.
I think-
Nital didn't provide any room to him, but good 2 runs for the. Oh, again.
Slap.
What a big shot from Marty to Nital's bowling.
He's been phenomenal, especially severe on the square leg side. Even balls pitched on the 5th stump line, he's effortlessly converting that.
So Marty's playing well, but I believe Nital has to bring some keeping outside the off stump.
Forcing the change in the line there. Called wide again.
Yeah, I think Andreas Goss went to him and told him clearly, say, hey, don't keep it on middle and leg. Just keep it outside the off stump. That wouldn't give him much room. And if he
That's
does
the
a
right
reverse
advice,
sweep, then,
Alok.
Yeah,
That's the right
That's what-
advice. You
that's
have
what
to
the-
have a change in line. Yeah.
that's what Nital is doing. So let's see how far he can accomplish it.
Again, same line, same result. This has been a
This is a short pitch ball.
pounding.
That was a bad ball. It gave him time to go outside the off stump and again scoop it for 4. Good batting from Marty, but I would say Nital has to be a little bit quicker outside the off stump and don't provide any room and time for Marty to gain that position to hit for a scoop. So
This has been a bumper over for San Diego. Marty Kane is ripping into the attack. 42 runs of 20 balls, 5 fours and 2 sixes. How does the bowler respond to this? That's much better. Much better. Push through, 6 stump. This has been fantastic batting by Marty. That looked like carnage that over. Couldn't come to an end any sooner. Still 1 ball left to go. The good thing for the bowler is that Marty is not on strike.
well, Timberwalla hit a 6 before, so I'm hoping Nital can keep him in control. Let's see what happens.
Push through quick. Could this be a chance? What a fantastic catch by Sahil at the long off boundary. That was phenomenally well judged. Sahil did
ran
really
to his
well getting the
left.
ball.
Sahil ran to his left, judged it well, came underneath. It was a good ball, and Timberwalla had no other option to. And he, as I said, the intention is to clear the boundary line, and that's what he did. And what a great catch! Great contest between bowling, batting, and fielding. What a game! What a day! What a game is going. I'm loving it.
Very true, Alok. That was a pressure catch, and it wasn't easy at all. It was hit hard. Sahil was on the fence, had to come in around 6 to 8 feet, and took a low catch tumbling to the ground and made it look simple. It wasn't simple at all. That was a good way to end that over for Nital. He got a pounding in that over, multiple 6s and 4s, but ends it with a wicket. This is going to release some pressure from the Thunderbolts.
Riders were able to get 17 runs from the last over, and last 2 over they got 32 runs, which is over 13 run required rate. but definitely a wicket can change a direction a little bit. We have to see how's the new batsman going to support Marty. And I believe if I would be the batsman, I would give as much strike as I can to Marty to keep hitting for riders and scoring those 13 plus runs over.
That's right.
Good
Abhinay,
contest. Good
Abhinay
contest.
ready into the middle. Marty back on strike. Marty is the key here. He's
I think
on
it's a
43,
it's a
21
good change.
balls.
I think it's a good change because spinners, Marty is able to handle spinners really well and keep shuffling to the left and right, reverse sweep and scooping over the fine leg. So that change is definitely a great change. And I believe Ujjwal is coming to strike.
That's right.
Lefty, one lefty to another lefty, a localite, great potential. So let's see how Ujjwal bowls to Marty and where he pitch. I would advise him to right at the wide white marker outside the off stump to keep Marty intact because I haven't seen much of a strike from Marty towards offside.
That's right. Almost all his clean hitting has been on the leg side.
So
He's
more
been
of a-
very confident.
He's more of a leg side player, and I think the reason behind Marty's not hitting on the offside because offside boundary not only is really big boundary, but again the grass is high and the fine leg boundaries are small and it's easy to clear.
That's right.
So
And he's been
that's a strategy he
particularly
had.
effective behind the wicket. And he's been taking balls on fifth stump and sweeping them. Very confident on his leg side shots. He's played his reverse scoops as well, and that's given the bowlers very little margin for error.
that's what I
Much
thought.
better ball. That was very well bowled by Ujjwal.
Would do because that is the right strategy. That is a right line and length to bowl to Marty, not to give him room to shuffle and do reverse sweep or scoop at all. So let's see what Marty has to change, and let's see the next ball how Marty improvised.
That's very true.
Good contest.
It's very true. That ball skidded through quick to the keeper. With Ujjwal's height, he's going to be very skittish.
Ah,
Oh, what a fantastic shot by Marty, making the adjustments, and a very similar adjustment to what he has done the entire inning. Shuffling onto the off stump and then flick driving it to the square leg fence for a 6. That was superb adjustment. What clean hitting. Fantastic playing by Marty here.
Marty's putting a lot of pressure on Thunderbolts. I see Andreas Gods is running to Ujjwal. I'm sure he's telling Ujjwal, keep it outside the off stump like your first ball. And this ball, actually, Ujjwal try to bring it in. And you know what? Sometimes bowlers can be a little enthusiastic to think I might take this wicket by bringing a change. And there's a lot of thinking goes between the bowler and batsman. And
That's right.
That's strategically right, but sometimes it gets in a favor of batsman, sometimes it gets in a favor of bowler. Let's see what Ujjwal does.
That was a much better ball, not giving room for Marty to go shuffle on to the offside. You're absolutely right, Alok. It's very clear. Marty's tactic has been very clear. It's been to target the square leg fence and the mid-wicket fence. As long as you can keep it on 6th stump and keep it outside of that range, you're perhaps safe.
Yeah,
And Ujjwal did the right thing there. I think the safest thing to do is to get Marty out of strike. Getting him a single and force challenging the other batsman is one way to go. But as far as Marty is concerned, not giving him anything on remotely close to off stump is
the
crucial.
rule of thumb for Marty is to keep it way outside of the off stump. Good ball.
Much better ball in the channel. In the channel.
That was an impressive ball. It pitched right at the off stump and went outside of the off stump. Good swing. Good swing.
Tough ball first up for Abhinay Reddy. He's new to the crease. And the pressure is going to be on him to rotate strike right away and give as much of it to Marty, who's looked a class apart. Oh, wrapping him on the pads, but pitching outside the leg stump enables the batsman to cross over for a leg bye. That was good pace on that from Ujjwal. Left arm over the wicket, wrapping Abhinay on the pads, but that ball pitched outside the leg stump.
8 runs so far in this over.
Final
not
ball
a bad over. Better
Marty.
than last couple of overs. So Ujjwal finish it strong.
Let's see
Go
what
for
the
it.
final ball is going to go.
Well, Ujjwal's definitely going to keep it outside the off stump, but we have to see what Marty has to come up to improvise on this ball and see what he does.
A quick field change, pushing square leg onto the boundary. They have to do that. They have no
I think
choice.
it's
Pushing
going
fine
more
leg in,
towards the fine leg, and
pulling third man into the circle to compensate for that.
I see a wicket coming at this ball.
I hope you're right, Alok.
Ooh,
That's a wide down the offside, and
Way
honestly, that's okay. If what it takes to get your radar right is to err on the offside, so be it, Alok.
Yeah, no, no. I mean, idea is right, and sometime in order to implement the idea, now a very good control is required, and this time Ujjwal couldn't control much, but hopefully this will. But what a contest, Marty! What a batsman you are! Oh, that's a bad.
Straying in length, Marty had no problem dispatching it to the square leg fence for a 4. It was a low full toss. Marty still had to put it away, which he does. A special player here, a fantastic batting performance by Marty Kane. It was a good over in the overall scheme of things, but 2 fours nonetheless. It keeps the asking rate in check. "90 runs required in 7 overs, 6 wickets in hand, 12.9 required run rate. They're going at a current run rate of 8.9. Every bowler has scoped punishment in the last 4 overs. They have to get the bowling rotation spot on from here on. The tactic for Marty has been very clear. He's targeted that area between square leg, between fine leg and mid wicket. That 90-degree arc has been very profitable for Marty.
So captain's back on bowling attack, and I'm sure it's a great idea because this over could change the direction of this game. Had this over go under 6 runs, it would put a lot of pressure on Marty and riders to push it a little bit more harder than they are already. So let's see how this contest progressed.
Is it going to force their hand in bringing Shadley on earlier than they would have liked? That's going to be interesting to see. 6 overs left. You have 2 from Shadley. That was a high hit. It goes high in the air. Can they reach in time? Sahil getting underneath it. Bobbing the ball. Takes it. Tumbling down with one-handed. Sahil Kancherella makes the catch happen. What a catch in the outfield. Showing the presence of mind. Keeping the ball in hands. Got both hands to it. Diving to his right. Fell to the ground. Ball pops up. Got both hands again. It pops up again. Finally grabs it on 3rd attempt. What a catch. Sahil plucks off another blinder. That was an important wicket in the context of the game. Is that the game changer, Alok?
I told you this is going to be the over. That will change the direction of this game. And as I saw Harmeet coming to the bowling attack, and the right idea was to get a wicket to put more pressure on riders. And the way Harmeet delivered this ball to this right-hand batsman, because again, any of the batsmen now for the rider side had no option other than to go for it. They, like in your words, they got the license to go. But
That's right,
this
Alok.
license will be fruitful or not, we shall see.
Very well said, Alok. They still have the dangerous Marty Kane in the middle. But every wicket is also a dot ball. That's going to give the young Thunderbolts team a huge dose of confidence. Sahil and Rishabh have picked up excellent catches for them in the outfield, patrolling the long on and long off area. That went miles up in the air. We could see it right underneath our eyes. It was terrific to see the effort of young Sahil. Giving it all, had to cover around 15 meters, but eventually got to it. Wonderful effort.
Absolutely. And I would like to call upon all viewers to forward the link of this live cricket game, because this is a contest taking a shape of a great game, and those who are missing out, bring them in. Watch this game. Learn something from it. Watch how pros plays. And this is minor league cricket for you all, baby.
Absolutely. Well said, Alok. This is cricket of some, special cricket going on here. There's a surge of excitement among the crowd, and as you can sense in our commentators as well. Zubair Murad to the crease. Harmeet into over number 3. Spears it in middle and leg. Good first ball.
Harmeet is delivering his captainship bowling to the riders, make it again difficult for riders. And Martin on the non-striker end, praying.
Bringing
to
all
come
that.
back
This,
again.
this goes high. Rishabh Mohan tries to get underneath the ball. Uncomfortably taken at long on by Rishabh Mohan. Sahil and Rishabh doing the work in the outfield. We had to keep her.
What did I
Why
tell
is it
you?
slow?
This is the over. This is the over.
Harmeet.
The direction.
Harmeet Singh, 2 wickets in the over. Even as we saw Rishabh get under the ball, We had to keep our voices low because these kids were like 10 feet ahead of us. We didn't want to distract the fielder in going for the catch.
Oh yeah.
But ultimately, it proved to be a pretty easy catch for Rishabh. There was another towering hit, a lot of elevation, but not as much distance. Rishabh got both legs down, planted his feet, had no problem taking it.
Yep.
Wicket number
Beautiful
2 in the
catch.
same over.
Beautiful catch, and see the finesse in Hermit's bowling. Boy, that was on dot bowling right at the spot, not giving much room, making it difficult for batsmen to hit. And again, Marty, I think the arm striker has changed now. Marty's on strike, and we see a young player from Riders approaching the pitch.
It is Timil Patel, the experienced pro. You're right, Alok. They take the opportunity to cross over. Marty is now back on strike. Harmeet, 2 in this over, 2.3 overs, 2 for 8. He's been done the start turn for his team. Can he keep Marty in check? 54 runs of 25 balls, 6 fours and 3 sixes. A valiant inning, a counter-attacking inning from Marty Kane. It keeps San Diego in the hunt. 90 runs required in 6.3 overs. What a contest.
54 balls, 57 balls, 90 runs. That's something. I mean, it's doable, but I don't think it's easier for Riders because they don't have wickets in hand. And Marty is the only one who's holding the fort from one end, and see how Hermits does. Good ball.
Again, not giving any room for Marty to play those scoops to square leg. That came in a hurry, pushing it through quick Harmeet, and more importantly, getting Marty off strike.
And it's, I think Hermit's overs are very critical.
He does have one more of that, Alok.
Yep, in
This
this
is over number
situation.
3. He has one. Shadley has 2.
So I would say the rest of the 54 balls after this over, not 54 balls, 37 balls. After this over, it'll be 36 balls, and out of that, 6 will be bowled by. Oh,
Bowled him! Bowled him! Start on by Harmeet! Bowling him straight through with a quick one. Wicket number 3 in the over. What's happening out there in the middle? 3 wickets in 1 over by Harmeet Singh.
And
Fantastic captain's effort there.
I have to remind you, I told you this is the over.
You
And
did,
this-
Alok. You
this-
did. And what a start on. That one
This has,
castled him.
this has turned all the direction of this game, and seems like it is getting out of Ryder's hand. I see-
Marty stranded on the other end. This one was pushed through quick, middle on leg. Gave no room for Timel to make the adjustment. Castling him. 3 wickets in the over. Fantastic bowling by Captain Harmeet Singh. 3 wickets now left in
I think
hand.
right now, Marty's thinking how he's going to keep the strike to himself, because that is important. Because he still, if Marty keeps the strike, he can at least take it closer to the target, and that will be the key. How Marty thinks and how his temptation works. And
Very
how his
true, Alok. Very
strategical
true.
thinking goes.
How much of the strike can he farm?
Yep.
A lot depends on that. With that over, wickets aside, the run rate has suddenly climbed again, Alok. 3 wickets now left in hand. 89 runs to get in 36 balls. The game is drifting away from San Diego. Marty needs to farm as much of the strike as possible.
Well, we got one more ball. Who knows? There's one more wicket to it.
That's very true. At this point in time, though, Marty runs the real risk of running out of partners. Somebody has to support him from the other end. They have to take singles and give him as much of the strike as possible. The wily pro that Harmeet is, spears it in, keeps it down to a dot ball. End of a very successful over from Harmeet Singh. Captain Harmeet delivers just when the team needs him. 3 wickets. Doesn't get better than that.
It was a good call by Marty to not take single and keep the strike with him. So let's see who's coming to bowl next over, and see how he will be treated by Marty. That will be the key.
Is this the time you go back to Shadley? Or is it too early for that?
I think Harmeet's thinking Shedley 2 overs, 1 his over. So last 3 over would be those 2 will take care, and then now his problem would be next couple overs, who he brings in and how easy or they can check Marty in.
Oh, well bowled. Anytime you're able to bowl a single to Marty, that's a great ball. Anytime you're able to just give him a single, that's worth its weight in gold at this moment. And that's exactly what the bowler did.
Good bowling by Abir. Not
Abir
giving
Chippa
much
back
room.
into the attack.
I think their goal should be to keep
Keep Siddharth in strike. You're right, Alok.
Siddharth,
The more they can keep Marty out of the attack, it's better for them. Field placements in done. 4 boundary riders in the square on the leg side. The ball delivered wide of the off stump.
good ball up here. Good
Excellent ball, keeping the batsman on strike.
He pitched it right at the off stump and took a little turn to outside of the off. So that was a good ball.
Again, spared in low. This is going to go to the fielder. Yes, it does. Caught at gully. The pressure mounting on the serve riders. That ball had some kick to it. Couldn't get enough meat on the bat. Flying to gully for a simple catch.
It was a fast ball by Abir, and that's exactly what he was trying to do because he knew the batsman outside the off stump will go hit for head, and faster he bowls the ball, and it won't be easier for batsmen to connect, and that's exactly what happened. It didn't connect well, went directly into the hands of gully player. Great wicket, 8 down, and 2 more wickets left. And
That's right. Marty runs the real risk of running out of partners at this stage. Somebody needs to give him support from the other end, or this is going to be over in a hurry for the serve riders.
this
Marty
game-
has played a lone battle. He's waged a lone battle there. 46 of 27, strike rate of 207. But really, no one has given him support from the other end in the last 5 overs.
This game is getting out of riders' hands slowly but surely, and boy, things getting tough for them.
Last 2 wickets in play. Can San Diego find something out there in the mix to change the fortunes in the game? Can they find some magic out there? It has to happen in this over. Adnesh Thondale on strike. He's the new batsman in. Abir Chippa is going to do his level best to keep the new batsman on strike.
Good comeback provided by Captain Harmeet Singh, and now Abir's doing the job.
Good ball, speared in, 4th stump, no room for the batsman to play shots. There is sudden excitement, lots of energy, lots of chirping from the Seattle team, and why not? They are in a dominant position at this stage.
Good bowling by Abir Chippa to the tailenders. And this
Again, no room whatsoever. Any single out there is going to be tough. First slip, gully, short covers.
I see Thunderbolts is all pumped up, and every one of their fielder and bowlers and everybody's now talking, and they're running around, and they're like so pumped up to take this game home. And
It's been a long one coming, and why not? Fall shot there, trying to go for the cover drive, inside edge, took mid wicket for a single.
good over so far by Abir.
Excellent over for Abir by so far, but the real challenge starts right now. Marty's on strike.
And good call by Harmeet. I would do the same. Marty on a strike. I will come back on ball. So Harmeet is back in bowling action. With his last over, and only 4 more overs to go.
That's right. And, with 1 over from Harmeet, 2 overs left from Shadow. And really, any number of Thunderbolts bowlers can deliver at this stage.
And I see Marty's on non-strikers.
Right. I wouldn't have taken the single of that last ball there. You need Marty to get as much of the strike as possible.
I'm feeling there's a very good chance that this game can be wrapped up in this over.
Very true, Alok. 30 balls left, 87 runs. They have no choice but to go for it at both ends right now. And Harmeet bowling to the tail is going to be very hard for them to counter him.
But
They have 1 slip in place.
I have to give it to Marty, man. What a batting. Lovely batting.
Looped up. Harmeet trying to lure the batsman there. Batsman does well, driving it to long on for a single. More importantly, Marty is on strike. 1 pro to another. Harmeet versus Marty. Let's see how this goes. Does Harmeet change his line? Is he going to go over the wicket? Yes, he does. Getting his offside field correct and precise. You have short third man, you have covers, you have extra cover, you have long off. Marty shuffling in his trees. Oh, that's a misfield out there. I don't think Harmeet is going to like that. A single, but keeping the damage low.
That's good.
Forcing Marty to play on the offside.
That's a blessing in disguise.
Getting
A
Marty off
single.
strike. You're right. They wouldn't mind that misfield out there, do you?
Absolutely not. Whatever it takes to change a strike and bringing Marty to non-striker, do it.
Adnesh back on strike. Harmeet back around the wicket.
Not much of a room.
Batsman
Harmeet
pushes that to
Adnesh.
short point for a dot ball.
Dot balls are magic. Dot balls are gold here.
Massive hit coming straight to us in the boundary. That clears it by 6. Good shot. Good shot by Siddharth Mathani.
You want to go?
Careful, careful.
Use the chair.
That one was hit really well by Siddharth, clearing the long leg fence. Stop it, Jack. You won't hurt yourself. That's 6, crossing the chain link fence, getting onto the baseball field. A good clean hit, exactly what the Surf Riders needed. They need 4s and 6s every over.
Boy, nobody was able to hit 6 to Harmeet.
That was a 6 coming after a very long time. You're right. Again, giving it plenty of air. Is this going to go all over again? Yes, it does. Back-to-back 6s. Is there still life left in this contest? Excellent batting by Siddharth Mathani, dispatching 2 back-to-back 6s. Adnesh. Thanks for the correction, Alok. And Harmeet giving more room than I thought he would. There's a lot of loop and flight in those 2 deliveries, Alok.
Harmeet's going for a wicket.
I think so. I think Harmeet wants to wrap it up. Gave it plenty of flight in that, inviting the batsman to play the shot. And the batsman takes it on.
But I see a quick one from Harmeet now. It's coming up. There you go.
That's right. The competitor in M firing it back to the keeper. Harmeet is charged. He fired that in. He wasn't going to give the same amount of flight in that again. Not after those 2 6s.
So 70 runs needed in 3 overs.
70 of 18. Can San Diego pull off a miracle?
73 to be precise in 18 balls.
As long as Marty is in the middle, anything is feasible. This is a tall order. 78.
This will take some cracking batting by, almost 30 plus overs. That's not possible, is it? Well, it's T20. It's batting. Cricket is a funny game. Anything is possible. But it definitely will be really hard for riders to accomplish. You need 30.
I know.
30 plus.
73 runs. 24 balls. So lucky to get away with that, Marty. Going for a square drive. Takes the outside edge. Some confusion out there. The throw comes in time. Keeping it down to a single. Is there an overthrow? That is an overthrow. Is that going to be a strike? Is he going to be out? Oh, not collecting the ball. Oh, right. They go for a third. It's all happening out there, guys, in the middle. It's all happening. That was a single. An overthrow first. A throw being rifled to the non-striker's end. And they managed to take 3. What's happening out there?
It was the first start of the missed shot. And then almost a run out and ended up 3 runs and a ball. I told you, cricket is a funny game, isn't it?
It is. It's all happening out there. These are the end stages. The batsmen are going to capitalize on every error. They're going to force the mistake. They're going to take the risk. 3 runs of that. That pushes Adnesh on strike. Adnesh has shown that he can use the long handle.
Not too much.
Played off the back foot to covers for a single.
Good bowling. I think that's a good bowling by Abir because Harmeet was looping the ball to Adnesh and Adnesh was able to connect it. So much time in his hand and rooms and everything. So
that was very uncharacteristic of Harmeet, giving him that much flight.
But,
it was.
But Abir's keeping pretty tight.
Pretty tight, absolutely.
What Marty does.
To Marty, ball number 4. What happens here? Well bowled by the young lad, forcing Marty to play the shot to covers for a single.
I think somehow Marty kind of gave up because he's not shuffling anymore.
I know, I agree. I wonder what's happening there.
He's not going for it. It's just a...
You see sudden drain of energy? It's been a long inning.
No, I think
it's a hot day. Are they playing for 100?
No, at this situation, the mental tiredness, it
comes in.
It happens. it's hard to.
Oh,
keep
that's
again.
hit. Is he going to be out? No, falling in no man's land.
I was thinking
Could
about
have gone
it.
for the catch, no?
No, it was a bump ball.
It was a bump ball.
Yeah, it was a bump ball. So that's why bowler didn't even try to catch it. But good bowling by Beer so far.
Adnesh back on strike. Pushed wide, rightly called wide by the umpire. They don't want anything in the hitting arc of the batsman. The straight bindies are short, as we said. So if he can push it wide and force them to take the fielders on square of the wicket, it's better for the spinners. Oh, is that stumped?
That's a wild hit.
No, the batsman's still staying on crease. Abhi doing the right thing, pushing every ball on 6th or 7th stump, forcing the batsman.
White said that's what they need to do. I guess this now it's a game of see the ball, hit the ball, and how far they can be successful. That's up to the bowler.
67 required in 3.1. 19 balls, 67 runs. That's very tall asking rate. It's almost impossible.
Abir doing great so far.
Outstanding over in the context of the game. Again, on 6th stump, all that the batsman can do is drive it to long off for a single and retain strike. That's the end of the over. A successful one in the context of the game. 3 overs left.
6 required in 3 overs. That's 320 plus overs. Doable?
Very tough, Alok. Very tough. It would be a massive shocker at this stage of the game for the Surf Riders to pull it off.
Given the tailender is on strike and Marty is on non-striker end.
Marty seems to be tiring. You're right, Alok.
Yeah,
He
it's
seems to be
natural
tiring.
time.
61 runs of 30 balls with 6 fours and 3 sixes. An outstanding inning. He's played, he's waged a lone battle out there. Really, it's been Adnesh after a long while has given him any kind of support with those towering sixes. But they need this over. They need this over to be a huge one for them to stay in the game. They need around 20 runs in this minimum. Minimum, probably more. The asking rate is 22.
Let's say 20 plus runs overs. It is tough. It is tough.
They probably
Not
need.
impossible.
They probably need 3 boundaries every over. A couple of them has to be sixes. A change in the bowling. I think there's a little bit of experimentation going on here. I'm surprised that they've taken spinners out of the attack. Alok?
Oh, the way
Anirudh Srinivas back in the
way-
attack.
The way tailender is swinging the ball hard. That's what I think it's a good idea to bring
Anirudh
the
back.
fast bowler back. So
Oh! Ani cutting the ball into the batsman. That was bowled a vigorous pace.
now
Excellent line.
Marty's back on a strike, and I feel a few sixes in this over because
Bring them on.
Marty likes fast bowling. Marty likes, and he will now. I will see him shuffling.
Is he going to
Unless-
go?
Unless he gave up already.
That's right. Is he going to go over the wicket? He's continuing over the wicket. This
He's continuing.
is the final battle, folks. The final battle. This ball will tell a lot about the intent. Is San Diego still going to go for it? Are they going to settle for
They have no
net run rate?
option. They have no options. They have no option to go for it.
ball number 2? Speared in. What a massive hit! No, there's still life in this game. There is life in this game. A towering 6 over cow corner. Marty Kane picked it up on 4th stump, heaved it over cow corner. A massive 6.
As I suspected, Marty loves fast ball, and it's easier to get on the bat. And
That's
he
why we
doesn't
were
have to do-
surprised. Oh, that's exactly why we were surprised to see the change in bowling. But let's see. This is a contest. What does the bowler do? Does he deprive him of pace?
No, I think Anirudh will try to keep a shot of land outside the off stump. That's the only way to keep Marty tight, and hopefully he delivers that.
And not give him any pace to work. Force the batsman to generate all of it. Keep it wide outside the off stump. That's been the
Don't-
only technique that's worked against Marty today.
Yep, that's the only tactic. Let's see how Anirudh delivers.
There you go. Much better ball. Does it go all the way? No. Running around to my leg. The fielder does well. Palming it into the ground. Keeping it down to a 2. That was much better ball by Anirudh. On 5th stump line, forcing Marty to play cross batted. He makes just enough of a connection, but didn't have enough in it. Kept it on the outfield, did the rest. The fielder came firing in from square leg.
As long long as Anirudh keep it short of the left, outside the off stump. At the white ball marker, it should be all good for him.
Ball number 4.
Ooh.
Another huge shot. This time straying on leg side. That was dispatched to the square leg fence for a 6. A towering one.
That one in his legs. That ball was in his leg. And if you keep any ball between middle and leg and even off stump, he's gonna go for it. That ball was keep it outside off stump.
6 4s, 5 6s, 75 of 33 balls.
Great batting. I'm loving it. This contest
Phenomenal
is not
hitting.
done yet.
Phenomenal hitting.
All right, let's see what Anirudh does on this ball.
Good effort. Good effort, Manarud. Saw Marty shuffle, pitched it up, kept it on 5th stump. Marty tried getting underneath it, but couldn't get fit all.
Marty's regretting to make it full because I think he should not have
Taken the single.
come up to the ball. No, he should have stayed in his crease and then swing it from there. He should not have taken a stride because that makes the ball fuller for him.
That's
and
right.
harder to hit.
He couldn't get underneath the ball. You're right,
And that's why
Alok.
he was regretting.
And he's
Like,
cross with himself.
he said, why did I do that?
I'm surprised they went in for the single there, Alok.
Well, it's a flow of the game because otherwise Adnesh would have gone run out.
Oh, Adnesh shows he can do that too. Oh, that's a towering 6 over cover. What a hit. 90 meters. Over extra cover. This game is not over by any stretch of imagination. Towering 6s in that inning. Oh my God. Adnesh Tondale is not ready to wave the white flag. What a contest. There is still life here. A fantastic battle between bat and ball. 162 for 8, 44 runs, 12 balls remaining, 2 wickets in hand. Marty Kane, 76 of 36. Accompanying him, Adnesh Tondale. He doesn't look like a number 9 batsman. That forces a mid-inning, mid-pitch conference between captain and vice-captain. Shadley and Hermit trying to figure out
Hey,
who's to bowl the 19th over.
that's the equation was asking the first over. 3 over 22 plus, and the first over did go for 22.
44 now required in 2. The required run rate actually came down in that over, Alok.
Huh?
That was phenomenal hitting.
Game is not done. I mean, this over.
This is riveting.
Yep.
This is riveting. Marty Kane still there. Until he's there,
Shadley back.
this could go anywhere. Yes, Shadley back into the attack. Over the wicket to Marty Kane. Marty shuffles. Good hit. Going to the square leg boundary. Are they going to go scamper for a single double? No, keeping it down to a single.
Good fielding.
Good long throw. The fielder covering all the way, coming from the mid-wicket boundary to square leg, keeping it for a single. That pushes Adnesh on strike. The current partnership, 45 and 23.
I would keep Adnesh short of the length. Not pull at all. Because Adnesh apparently has connecting it and is striking it well enough. So
That's right. He's actually,
let's just keep it short of the length.
yes, pushing it. You know, so far what seems to have worked with Adnesh is pushing the ball onto his midriff.
Yeah.
And Shadley has the pace to do precisely that. 11 balls left to go. Let's see what happens here. Oh, this is hit. Ken Rishabh can do it. This is the catch. Rishabh Mohan coming in from long on. Excellent catch by Rishabh. A valiant hit there. Could not keep it down. A wonderful catch by Rishabh in the outfield. Rishabh and Sahil have looked quite their part today, taking catch after catch and long on and long off.
That was a wicket. That was a wicket. Now,
Taking the dangerous Adnesh out.
again,
They're down to their last pair.
riders back into the bad situation.
This match has turned one way or the other in the last 5 overs. What a finish.
What a contest. Boy, game of cricket. I am loving it.
They did take that opportunity to cross over. That brings Marty in strike. Devam Srivatsava, the final batsman in. Ball number 3. Oh, straight drive. Can Rishabh cut it off? The outfield is going to take care of that. Just keeping it down to a single. A good ball from Shadley. All Marty could do was to drive it to long off for a single.
Let's see what
That-
Shadley does. I mean, Shadley did a pretty good job on his first ball to keep Marty tight. And now we have only 3 balls left in over 3 sixes. Can still do the magic. Let's see what Marty does.
They need something like that, Alok. But that's where the Thunderbolts are lucky to have Shadley bowling for them, the over number 19.
That is a
He's an
crucial-
excellent all-rounder. His bowling at the death has been phenomenal.
That's a crucial over. That is turning out to be a crucial over, and definitely.
Ball number 4. Devam Srivatsava. First ball up. Oh, going for the big shot. Trying to clear his front leg out of the way and trying to power it to mid-wicket, but ends up missing the ball. A dot ball. What he needs to do is to give strike to Marty. Take the single. Ball number 5 from Shadley. Oh, ball. He managed to put bat on ball, but straight to mid-wicket. Manu at mid-wicket, getting the ball back to the keeper in a jiffy. This is running away from them.
This is definitely.
They need a boundary here.
That is definitely running away from Riders.
It's 42 runs required. They need a boundary here.
Come on, Riders.
It's the time for singles is over.
Push it.
Devam has to go for it now. There's no choice. They have 4 fielders on the leg side. Oh, the ball's pulling the air. Can they get to it? No. Keeping it to a single. That ball goes to fine leg.
That's a great over by Shadley, as we expected. He delivered the experience that he had over the years from South Africa. And what a great over he delivered here. And
That was absolutely right, Alok. That was a phenomenal over by Shadley. That might have ended the contest. 41 runs required now of 1 over. That was an over delivered by a pro. All those years of experience, a decade of high-class cricket.
so in all technicality, if Ujjwal, who's coming to bowl now, doesn't bowl any wide ball, it is impossible to score 41.
That's right. 41 might be 20 runs too many for them. This has been a fantastic contest. What an inning. Marty Kane, 78 of 36. Never let the pressure get to him. Was positive from ball 1. He played well yesterday too, but this has been an amazing knock. But it's been a collective bowling performance from the Thunderbolts. Bowler after bowler came in and did their jobs. They took their catches. Some of them were tough ones. They fielded well.
No, I
and
like- I
Marty
like- I like
Kane
both.
did not get the support that he deserved from the
I-
other end.
I like both local lights, Rishabhs and Sahils.
Yes.
They took great catches, absolutely. Wonderful. Congrats to them.
Ujjwal bowling from over the wicket. There's an appeal. The appeal was more to deny the wide, I think, Alok. And they were
yeah.
successful in that.
That was a good ball. It was never a wide. It's coming inside, off stump and going outside, so it would never be a wide. But great call by umpire, but not giving the wide. 5 balls, 41 runs. Impossible task. But cricket is a funny game. Anything can happen here.
Ujjwal. Ball number 2. Final over. Go! What a blinder!
What a fielding by
What a
Harmeet.
fielding by Harmeet. I have no idea how he got his hands to it. I had no idea. How did he do that?
What a
He was
great
onto it in a flash, throwing the ball at the non-strikers end.
That's some level of cricket, huh?
It reminded me of my youth.
I love it. It did remind of your youth. Who told you you're not young anymore? You're still young. Oh, what a game.
Jokes aside, yes, Marty back on strike. What can he do? 4 balls left. Played well, straight
Good ball, good
drive,
ball.
dot ball. Well bowled by Ujjwal. We've been treated to a special game of cricket today. 2 teams going at it from ball 1. 40 overs of high-class cricket is concluding to a wonderful finish. Both teams have slogged it out there. They have left it all out on the field. Brilliant. This is why we love cricket at this level. Oh, just over the outstretched hands. Running away to the 4th, to the 3rd man boundary. It's not going to make a difference to the contest. So,
Well,
we are on the
Arvind, I
winning.
have to ask you a question.
Yes,
Had
sir.
there been a score lower than 200, it would be very, very difficult for Thunderbolts to keep it intact. What do you say?
Absolutely, absolutely. San Diego makes it to 171. Meanwhile, off the leading edge, no man's land, falling in the cover area. The batsman's camper for a single. Could that be run out? Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Game is over.
That's the end of the game. The Seattle Thunderbolts have won their first game in this tournament. Finally, couldn't have arrived any sooner. What a wonderful win for the Seattle Thunderbolts. Win number 1 for the young team.
Congratulations,
Hugs.
Thunderbolts. And well
Hugs all
played.
across. The
Well
players
played,
are happy.
Riders. Well
Ex-
played, Riders.
And a deserved win for the Thunderbolts today. The San Diego Surf Riders, to their credit, played extremely well, competed all game. Their captain Marty Kane showing how it can be done. This was a fantastic contest. But the San Diego Surf Riders took it to the end over, took it to the finish.
I would say
That said,
I would say Thunderbolts batting decided this game's future, and definitely this bowling attack by Thunderbolts wasn't bad either. Except Marty, no one could provide any challenge to this bowling.
I agree, Alok, I agree. And
Few batters here and there, Adnesh and Ravi Timbawala did try to make a difference, but at the end, the game is in Thunderbolts' hands, and well played Thunderbolts, and congratulations to their first win. From here,
we're gonna hope that that's the first of many such wins, Alok. And this team has the potential. They have the versatility. They have the depth in batting and bowling. Let's just hope it all goes well for the team. This win all goes well. This is the beginning of many such wins.
absolutely, yeah. In any franchisee cricket, a win is the one that allows you not only to learn and the other teams and what are the strength and weakness of a team, but also fill in the gaps of where they're lacking, and that's a good learning. Win always bring the good confidence in, brings a good motivation, and also the stakeholder in those franchisee. There's also their efforts, their investment, their hard work coming into work, and what an exciting moment for them.
Absolutely, this win is going to inspire the entire lot. The players, self-coached as they are, backed up by their